What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Can't Get Any Worse podcast. Bit of a bonus episode for you guys this week, so I thought I'd jump on before it just to tell you all what's up. I got together with Ty Avery from the Roads We've Walked podcast and Matty Carvosso from the Meraki Podcast, who've both been previous guests of the Can't Get Any Worse podcast. And the three of us basically, sat down and did a full breakdown and review of the podcast Royale 2.0 that's coming up. That Alpha Events has put together. So obviously the three of us are watching it pretty closely, and we figured why not get together, shoot the shit, have a bit of a laugh, break down the fights, and then that snowballed pretty quickly. We ended up getting like 12 to 15 of the fighters that are on the card calling into the show and having a bit of a yarn to them, seeing how their fight camps are going and just things like that. So give it a listen, or it'll be on the Can't Get Any Worse podcast YouTube channel if you want to watch along. Disclaimer, if you listen to my podcast regularly, you will know that cameras are the vein of my existence. I don't know. I don't even know if that's the right saying. But anyway, camera fucks out a little bit. Just a bit of an FYI. It does not stop working for longer than maybe like 40 seconds or so. We were onto it pretty well. So if you're watching the YouTube video and the video does cut out for a bit, it will come straight back on shortly. We were onto it. We bantered about it during the podcast. But yeah, give it a listen. Look, the boys were throwing a bit of banter my way as well during the episode. Matty and Ty, they're like professional interviewers, okay? So I took the position of the podcast of just backseat and throw in any banter that I had along the way. So if you listen or watch, you'll see them throwing a bit of shade my way, nudging me in the ribs, going, come on, you fucking say something. But, hey, you guys know me. I just sit in here once a week by myself, and I don't play well with others. But, hats off to the boys. They steered this ship very well, and I think it made for a ripper episode. So go give it a listen. Go give everyone involved in this, whether it's me, Ty, Matty, or anyone on the fight card to follow. Check out the episode. Let us know what you think in the comments, and I will see you later.
Oh, it's the Can't Get Any Worse podcast on blast, giving you the real talk, no holding back. Can't get any worse, we'll make you see. There's always a silver lining. We'll set you free, so join the movement. Let's change the game with the Can't Get Any Worse podcast.
I've got heaps of room here, Jimmy, if you're not frigid.
Oh, no. I just don't know how I'm going to get my foot wobbles in.
Kick the table.
You're going to take me shoe off.
Yeah. Hang on, I've jotted down some pics. Have we started or what?
We're
recording.
We're recording. Doesn't mean we've started. Oh, no. I think we're good, eh?
Are we good?
Yeah, bruh.
All right. Welcome back to the Roads We've Walked podcast, here to give real people a platform to share their real stories in their own voice. Guys, today we've got a bonus episode. I'm sitting in the Meraki Podcast studios down here on the Gold Coast with Jimmy Misson and Matty Carvosso. How are we, lads?
Take 7.
Take 7.
No, I'm good, mate. I knew it was a mistake getting you to kick the episode off.
Mate, it is what it is.
No, good work, mate. You fumbled your way through it.
I'm just very illiterate.
Yep. No, me too.
I'm salubrious. Thanks for asking.
What the
Yourself?
fuck is that? All I heard
What country is that?
All I heard was lubrious.
That's in that bottle there.
Yeah, okay. So that's why it's being used.
Yeah, 100%. 4 ounces of spermicidal lube.
Thanks for coming to Meraki Podcast studio.
No,
Mate.
thanks for having me.
Yeah, sorry, Jimmy, you go, mate.
Sorry, I'm used to the solo podcast where I can just speak my mind. No, I appreciate you having us, mate. I mean, it was I had to organise my own episode to get down here, but anyway.
Well, we're in here for the next 32 hours, as Jimmy liked to alluded to. Setting this up, it was actually pretty funny because we're all trying to put in ideas of what to do. So I came up with this idea because I sort of thought to myself, us three, we're not fighting in it. We could, do it as...
We might be by the end.
Yeah. We might be fighting here.
Yeah, 100%.
So I thought we might as well do something that's a bit unbiased. We've contacted a few fighters to get them in for a phone call.
You and I.
Sorry. Jimmy just bought the equipment.
Here we go.
So-
Here we fucking go. I'm like the colour commentary of this. I'm like the Joe Rogan of the group.
Yeah. I'll be the Daniel Cormier, just white.
I'll just be myself.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, that's the best way to be. Eh?
So, lads, before we get kicked off, obviously, myself and Jimmy, we haven't been in a boxing ring, but Matty, you have.
Yeah, I
So
have.
just before we kick off and get this breakdown underway, tell us what it's like to step in the ring, but also train for it, prepare for it.
Yeah, well, the training's the hardest part, man. Once you're in there, it's goes pretty quick, especially if you get knocked out. But the training's the hardest part, and not having fought before. I've done a lot of boxing training with footy, which you boys have probably done, just for fitness and stuff as well. And
Yeah.
Do I look fit, mate?
when you're younger, possibly, mate.
Oh, yeah.
But it's honestly like boxing fitness. And I think you might have seen a reel just recently on my own page that I did with Kyle, which is actually fighting against Lats. And boxing fitness is nothing else that compares. Hey, it's full on. But when you're in there, it's so slow. Everyone thinks just 100 mile an hour, but yeah, it's actually not. The hardest part's the training, and then once you're in there, all the hard yards are done. You just got to try and enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure.
And protect yourself. If you don't protect yourself, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Which is why I lost in the second round.
How was the nerves going into that fight?
So probably the wrong person to ask. I don't get nervous for anything, ever.
Give him an open mic spot. We'll see how nervous he gets.
I probably would, unless I prepared for it.
Yeah.
I feel if you prepare for shit, you shouldn't get nervous. Obviously, people get anxiety and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm just quite lucky that I don't get that. But a lot of people say that you fight your fight before you get in there. I was so chill, but when I got in there, everything I trained for, I didn't fucking do.
Yeah.
I was just trying to kill him with every punch. So when I fight again, I'll have learnt from the first time. And yeah,
I love the confidence when you fight again.
Yeah, yeah. You're a little...
end of this year, mate. End
Yeah?
of this year, I'll
Locked
fight again.
in?
Yeah.
Fuck, you didn't send me the date.
Because it's not locked in yet, but I will fight at the end of this year.
Yeah, nice.
Do you like the little front runner boxing
It's not
team
bad.
shirt I wore also for this episode?
It's not bad. I was going to wear my Conor McGregor shirt, but I thought it was a 2 on the nose.
Never.
No,
never.
you just wear a disgusting Philly Eagles t-shirt, you
Oh,
fucking dick.
Oh.
You probably don't even go for him.
No, listen to my podcast. You'll hear how this is my most hated shirt because every time I wear it, someone in the street will be like, "Go
Who's your
Eagles."
favourite player?
Yeah, and I'll be like, "Mate, I tried to watch a game of NFL once. I fell asleep. So I need to speed that thing up."
What'd you do for the rest of the 4 hours?
Oh, fucking hell.
How good.
All right, enough of the marking around of the horse players, they like to say in the workplace. So the Podcast Royale, the weekend itself, it's kicking off on the Thursday. So on the Thursday, they've got the press conference down at Broadbeach Tavern. Now, having a look at a few videos from Alpha Events, the Broadbeach Tavern is going to be like the hub of the weekend. So I think they're going to have a lot of merch there. They're going to have a lot of meetups. From what I hear, a lot of drinking sessions too.
Yeah. They last year, I don't know if you boys went, but I went to the one last year as well. And it's just like a 4-day bender, pretty much. I'm off the piss, and I still will be when that happens. So the boys just fucking hit it the whole time. People come from all over Australia for it, and just turn it on.
Yeah.
It's crazy, eh?
Alpha bloke hats everywhere, pretty much. That's
Yeah.
all it was last year. It'll be a bit different this year, but there'll still be alpha bloke shit everywhere.
100%.
Yeah.
And then on the Friday is Anzac Day. So a bit of two up. So obviously everyone's going to go to the
Currumbin, probably.
yeah, probably Currumbin,
Yeah.
the dawn service on the Friday for Anzac Day, and then a bit of two up at the Broadbeach Tavern again.
Nice.
And
Great
then-
spot there. You boys been there?
Oh,
It's literally like not even a kilometre from here.
Really?
Yeah.
we'll go for lunch then.
Fucking hell, eh?
And then on the Saturday they've got the event, the Podcast Royale 2.0 at the Gold Coast Convention Centre. So
2.0.
The big dance.
Yeah, the big dance. So, it's less than a month away. So I think a lot of people will be, really, if they haven't already, really ripping into their training.
Yeah, for sure.
You'd want to hope so.
Yeah.
There's one bloke that we will get on the phone soon. that hasn't trained much at all.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Does he need to train though?
yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
And then after the boxing showdown is finished, it is then the after party at the Star Casino on the Gold Coast,
Which is the grand final.
Yeah.
which is definitely the grand final.
Whoever didn't get knocked out at the Podcast Royale will get knocked out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Actually, I thought that too. Last year, everyone was so well behaved.
Yeah.
though.
No, I mean in terms of drinking.
Oh, yeah.
No violence from this end.
No.
I'm a lover.
Send
Big
location.
flowers, not fights.
Yeah, as these boys know.
So going off by what sort of has been going around the podcast community, tickets are still available to both events. So the tickets to the fight is on Ticket Tech, I believe.
Yeah, it
and
is.
then after party is Alpha Events Co.
Yep.
or alphaevents.com.au.
Yeah. Perfect.
So get your tickets there and be a part of an event that's likely to surpass last year's.
Yeah, well, they've opened I think it's another 2,000 seats as well. So
Yeah,
it was
okay.
4,500, I think, last year, or 3,500.
Yep.
And then, so where you would have seen the promo videos and stuff where all the fighters walked out last year, they've actually opened all that seating up.
Yeah,
so
okay.
they're coming out another area, which is why it hasn't sold out as quick this year, because there's 2,000 more seats. But
And it is a big weekend,
Oh.
3 days of, rip and tear and
yeah.
going pretty hard. It's a lot of money to sort of, put your time and effort into.
Yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
Couldn't agree more.
So we'll get started, and if you guys don't mind, only because some people that we have talked to are on a bit of a time limit. So before we when we do this, the lineup, it's not confirmed by us. So just a bit of a PSA: the way we put these fights is it's either not or it is how it's going to go on the night.
Yep.
We're just doing it how it was announced on
How
Alpha Events Co.
Yep.
So if you don't mind, only because I had someone just text me saying that they're on a bit of a time limit, can we do the 7-man blindfold fight first?
Definitely.
All right. So the 7-man blindfold fight, we've got Ben from Talking Tough, Brad from Your Mates. We've got Liam and Billy, which is Shooter and Bottle Bill from the Dusty Boots podcast. We've got Jared and Dean, also known as Major and Langham from the Two Piss Kents. And we've got Jai from Pub Ammo. What's our thoughts on this, lads?
So, here we go. Matty's giving me some paperwork. Didn't I? So I had a bit of a look at this fight, and look, if I had to pick favourites in this fight, I fucking love me some Dusty Boots podcast. I listen to those boys every week. Bit of a country music fan over here, and I would fucking love to go one of those boys, but I'm just looking at Jared there, and that dude looks like a fucking animal, you know?
So I'm pretty sure Jared, and we're actually going to call them up.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure Jared is Major, and then Dean is Langham.
Right.
So talking to them, they don't like their names. They much prefer names.
Well, they're born with them, so
yeah,
they're fucked.
yeah, pretty much prefer the names that they give each other.
Yep.
So Matty, I know you're connected to the Roadcaster.
yeah.
Do you want to give him a call?
I can. Yeah.
So don't call him Jared, otherwise those eyes are coming for me.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm going to call him Jared for sure.
Oh, don't say the number on the thing.
Everyone prank call him after
Yeah,
this.
we'll put an ad on Gumtree for baby goats.
This is good organisation, boys.
Yep,
Yeah.
100%.
Yep. You good with numbers?
Yeah, you've
think
been
so.
working a phone long.
Is that right?
048,000. Yep, hit it.
Just hit it. Whoever comes up, we'll have a chat to him.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
We're actually working. Ty probably gave him his number and he's not
Yeah.
answering.
Oh,
Legends, how are we?
hey, here he is. Who we got? We got Major?
Major and Langham here.
Major and Langham.
how are you,
How are we,
boys?
lads? Very good, mate. How are you?
Good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, good, brother.
Matty, what are you doing on that phone?
No,
mate?
someone's calling me. It's all right. They can still hear us.
Sorry, lads. We just have a few technical difficulties, but we're getting through them.
No, that's right, all good.
First time you guys are connected through the Roadcaster on the phone,
Yes, yeah, yep.
and it's all working well.
It seems to be. It's a little delayed, but it's all good.
Yeah, that's Ty.
Yeah.
It's not the phone call.
Yeah, no, I'm a bit of a fucking potato, mate.
Sorry,
Lads,
guys. It's like us on a Sunday morning, so it's all good.
yeah,
Well,
well,
it is Sunday morning.
It is
so
Sunday
perfect.
morning. Lads, super stoked to have you on. We came up with this idea to do sort of a review and a breakdown, and we wanted to get a few fighters on who are actually fighting in the Podcast Royale. You guys are a part of the 7-man blindfold fight. So, I wanted to make sure I got at least, 2 or 3 people from this fight. So, the first people I sort of approached was you guys, and you guys were happy to come on.
Yeah, definitely, mate.
What? How's your training going?
Yeah, what training?
Bullshit. Aren't you training for it?
Have you lost any weight?
No, we're doing a couple little training videos, just getting used to the blindfold, trying to get into the mentality of being blind, mowing the lawns, watching TV, just little things like that.
How good.
What about after hours activities? Are you guys doing blindfold as well?
Yeah, possibly. So,
Is that together or?
He's tried to get me to do it together, but not happening.
Guys, on the picture that was put up on Alpha Events, now just for people who might be listening to this and who's not really familiar or listens to your guys' podcast, now it says on there that one is Jared and one is Dean. Now, my understanding is that you guys don't like the names you were given.
Correct.
Yeah,
so we gave the surnames.
So who is Jared and who is Langham for the non-listeners?
So Jared is Major and Dean is Langham.
There we go.
I've got another
Matty,
phone
sort
call.
your phone out, mate.
Someone's calling me, boys. Sorry, but no, it's all good.
No, you're right, bro.
No, all good. Talk to me through how you guys sort of felt when you were approached to come on the blindfold fight.
Well, we did what everyone else had to do, I suppose, just apply for it and wait for either an email or in our case, a phone call. We got an email to say that we were unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Which we were like, oh yeah, right, bit bummed about, but what do? It's, there's probably a lot of podcasts that had applied for it.
Yeah, I think there's about 500 plus applicants, I think, at the time.
Yeah,
right.
So, and then we got a phone call, maybe 3 or 4 weeks later.
Yeah, it was probably around that.
I think it was. Major got a phone call first, and then we were at work. I was sort of in the middle of washing my hands, phone rings. He sent me a text message. I've not seen it. Then we get a phone call saying, how would you like to be a part of the blindfold fight? And I was like, look, I'd love to, but, we're in this together. Is he already sort of involved as well? And she said, I've already spoken to him. He's in. I said, fucking count me in.
I like that he didn't have that chat with her. He's just going, yeah, give me the spot.
No. No, that was my first question was, is Langham being a part of it? And she said, that's my next call. So I said,
nice.
Sweet, done. So I've already answered for him before that. So he had no choice.
Yeah,
pretty much.
sweet.
Just so you're aware, boys.
I was in.
Just so you're aware, boys, it was Brizey calling me, and he boards
He's the big dog himself.
and he boards his flight at 9:10 Queensland time. So we got 6 minutes, but
Yeah,
he can wait. Fuck
All
him.
He can talk to us on the plane. Nah, boys.
We'll shout him a drink on the after party.
yeah, for sure.
Nah, super stoked to have you boys on, and really happy for you guys to give us your thoughts on the fight. And just quickly before you go, fight prediction.
Me and Major probably knocked out on the floor. The other
Dusty,
boys,
they're feeling dusty.
everyone else is going to be knocked out before us, so it'll just be me and Major just
Toe for
swinging.
toe.
Nice. I love that.
Beautiful.
Have you guys
And
worked out?
Benny Boy.
Have you guys worked out
Yeah,
like
sorry, I was just going to say Benny Boy.
Fucking everyone's
Delayed.
talking.
It's delayed.
Yeah, so delayed. Sorry, Jimmy, you go.
So I was just going to say, boys, have you worked out like a system between the both of you so you don't knock each other out? Like you're going to run around making pigeon noises or something?
Yeah, we were talking about that. We're making sure Ben doesn't smell us before we go in the ring because we've sniffed it out from anywhere. But
The plan is with that, we're just going to probably take our Switch Bitches shirt, rub it in front of in Ben's face, so that way he sort of goes in off the ring, out of the ring into the crowd and starts beating him up, so we don't have to worry about him.
How good.
Nah, awesome, guys. Really appreciate you
there's
having
no
on.
real,
Having on.
yeah,
No, we
thank
appreciate
you
it,
very
mate.
much.
All good, lads.
Go well, boys.
Go well. Good luck.
Good luck,
All right, well,
legends.
hopefully we'll see you guys there. I
You'll
know we
see
won't
me.
see you there, Ty, but
You'll see me, bruh.
yeah, sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Sweet. We'll
Awesome.
catch up.
I'll
for sure.
FaceTime you.
Thanks,
We've already
boys.
seen anything through the fight, but we'll definitely see you guys up there.
Yeah, definitely. All right, lads. Cheers.
Sweet as. See you, boys.
All right, mate.
All right, legends. Cheers.
See you, mate.
Wait.
All right, hold up. Now, before we leave the 7-man blindfold fight, I just want to quickly do this recording. This was done after the initial recording. I wanted to get these boys on as I reached out to him, but obviously times just didn't line up. So I'm going to give them a quick call now, and then we'll get their thoughts.
Have you got us now?
We've got you now, boys. Dusty Boots Podcast. How you going, lads?
How are you?
Yeah, very good, mate. Hey, super stoked to have you guys on. I know we're doing the recording after the initial recording, but, mate, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to get you guys on.
Mate, we appreciate it.
Boys, now, before we get into your thoughts about the 7-man blindfold fight, I want to quickly talk to you about pretty much, I don't know, the last 6 months you guys have had. You guys have been super busy with meat stock. CMC was last week, and then you've gone to multiple concerts. Talk to me about it, lads.
Yeah, mate, it's been a pretty busy schedule.
Been a wild ride for sure.
It had the last 10 months from when we actually started this, probably 11 months now.
Yeah.
We probably didn't expect it to head to where it did. We're both just very passionate about, I was passionate about the country music in its own way, and Bill was obviously a huge part of country music being on Australian Idol.
Singing country music, yeah.
Yeah, so it's been wild, mate. We've been to some of the biggest country artists in the world concerts over the last 10 months. We've obviously shown our faces at big festivals, so Riding Hearts, we got to interview the whole lineup. CMC, the last week was crazy. I think we had over 20 interviews, so it's a huge thing for us, but we continue to grow, and being a part of this podcast community is unbelievable.
It's crazy that from starting off to just talk a bit of shit and talk about country music and all that to now, obviously, interviewing these massive artists and then getting to go to all these events. It's just wild. And
mind-blowing.
Can't wait to see what comes.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, looking back from when you guys started, like looking back to then, did you guys ever imagine you would be at this point, not only like now, but so quick?
Yeah, it's one of them things, mate. I think anyone that starts a podcast, you all start it for a bit of fun. You never probably realise where this space can head. To be able to sit in our own studio right now and to talk to you and the podcaster and that we've built from the ground up, and sit here, we have the technology we have, be able to go to events and do what we do. I always say, and everyone always laughs about it, is pinch yourself moments, and it's definitely a very big pinch yourself moment.
Definitely.
Yeah. Quickly talk to me about CMC. Now, you guys just quickly finished that off. Was it last week?
Yeah.
Yeah. Quickly talk to me through that.
Big week.
Yeah, so we sent it from Ballarat, which is about a 20-hour drive. We hooked the caravan on, loaded ourselves in, and headed up. We took BT up with us. He helped us out with all the cameras and audio and all that sort of stuff for the weekend, which was awesome. But we headed up. I've been to CMC before. It's one of the biggest country music festivals in the Southern Hemisphere.
I think it's the biggest country music, fully country dedicated festival in the Southern Hemisphere. It's the biggest one.
It's up there with like Stagecoach and all that sort of stuff. So it was amazing to be there. I've been there as a punter before in the crowd, but to go there, have our own office and studio, and to be able to sit down with some of the best acts in the world, it was unbelievable. It was just a great opportunity to sit down, get some content with them, but also just to meet these guys, because we're probably going to see them around a fair bit more as we move forward.
Yeah, we fully sent it the Tuesday night. I think we were planning on staying in Dubbo Tuesday night, but then we got to there. I wasn't that tired, so I decided to just keep driving. We drove 20 hours straight to get there.
The only time the car turned off was when we filled up with fuel.
And then the energy on coming home, that was a 3-day trip really. So, but no, it was just an unreal weekend. Yeah, obviously to talk to and meet all these amazing artists.
I suppose on the way home, Dusty Boots, the word Dusty would sort of go really well with what you guys were feeling.
We were a couple of dusty boys.
It was quite funny. On Sunday morning, we decided to agree to getting up at about 4:45 a.m. to go on the Today Show. And we're on the Today Show, and Bill had his glasses on. He'd had about a half-hour sleep. I was belted. And the host said to us, Dan, he said, Dusty Boots podcast for the Dusty Boys. It probably suits you well.
Nah, beautiful,
guys.
guys.
My voice was the dustiest he's ever heard.
Just quickly before we touch on the fight now, a pivotal moment, and correct me if I'm wrong for you guys, well, at least one of them. Do you think Cooper Allen donning the Dusty Boots hat on the Plead for Fifth cover, you reckon that's one of your biggest moments?
It probably definitely is. It blows us away. We like to gift our artists a hat when we go places as just a little gift to say who we are. And not only that on the cover, but when we were at Brighton Hearts Festival, we gave him a hat and he actually wore it on stage before that.
So that's where that photo's from. Yeah.
Yeah. It blew us away to be able to walk out there and see Cooper Allen as such a huge artist up on stage with our hat on. Have so much respect for him. But anyone that wears a hat, we've seen Dalton Dover wear a hat out on stage and do a massive shoey at CMC on the weekend.
Co Wetzel's guitarist. And then
it just blows you away.
Who did we see over? Casey Barnes.
Yeah.
One of his band members was wearing it. I think from that, I think it was just Riding Hearts was sort of our pivotal moment from obviously where Cooper Allen got that. Like we met him, interviewed him, and got the hat. I think it's Riding Hearts is where the turning point was.
Yeah.
And like now we're getting the opportunity to go to CMC and all these other events. And so a big shout out to Frontier Touring.
Yeah,
as well.
Frontier Touring are a huge part of what we do. They get us to these things, and without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. And that team is unbelievable at what they do. But as you say, mate, like you never expect it to come, but when it does come, that things take that turn and you get busier and busier. Now, when you look back, I wouldn't happen any other way.
Bloody hope.
Nah, beautiful guys. So from back when you started, what you said, shoot it about 10 months ago.
Yeah, 10, 11 months ago.
Yeah, so from then to now, and you just spoke of opportunity now, we get to the 7-man blindfold fight. You know, you guys have been getting opportunities left, right, and center, and fuck me, lads, you've worked hard for it. To get, this opportunity in the 7-man blindfold fight, talk to me through the feeling when you got the call saying that, you guys were pretty much in.
It was one of the things, mate. I actually applied to fight. In it with
we both applied.
I wanted to fight Uncle Jacko, and I still want to fight him. So me and Uncle Jacko actually we had a bit of a thing, and I said, mate, I'll do it if you want to do it. And Jacko's like, if you want to do it, I'll do it. We'll throw everything in the ring and get our lives sorted. But we missed out on that opportunity, and then we're not shattering. There's that many podcasts, and all the podcasters doing it. Part of this community is unbelievable. But it was one of them things where I missed out or whatever. And I remember I was working, and I had this call and I missed it. And then all of a sudden, Bill was ringing me. But as Bill was ringing me, this number was calling me back. And I thought, I better answer this number before I answer Bill because they've rang twice. I answered it, and it was the Alpha crew, and they said, oh, look, we want you to be in the 7-man blindfold fight, you and Billy. Would you like to do it? Sort of need an answer now. And I was like, yeah, I just want to see Bill doing it first.
And that's why I was calling you, because I had the call about, being called up to the 7-man blindfold fight. And I was like, yes, I was so excited because obviously from last year seeing the anthem at the fight night and just being there for the whole experience. And this is like before we even we
started this,
sort of starting the podcast. I'm like, geez, this is an awesome event. And then to start the podcast, it was always, that'd be cool to be involved in it. They announced the second fight night 2.0. I'm like, fuck, we got to be involved in this somehow. I even said I'll sing the anthem again or something, but to be called into the 7-man blindfold fight, I reckon it's the perfect fight for me.
Yeah,
because
you just blind every time.
We tried to do like a whole training thing, and that we sort of got too busy for that.
We realised that our podcast was very, very busy in the whole training thing. I am still keeping fit. I'm a very get out and go for a run when I can sort of bloke. I don't think Bill's been for a run in 2 years. So
no. But I'm going back to farm fit actually, back on the farm. So we'll stick with that, and I'll keep me blind training up. I'll just keep drinking my piss.
Nah, beautiful lads. Just on the night itself. Now, obviously, Bill, you said you were there last year, and having so much fun and being like a spectator. Now that you're going to be in one of the events, are you going to sort of try and take more? And even the same question for you, Shooter. Are you guys going to take in what's sort of going on, and not just the event itself, but the whole weekend itself?
Oh, definitely, mate. I think with anything we do now with the podcast, I've probably been like it my whole life. I've travelled a lot of Australia and been a lot of amazing places that when you do get there, just takes that 5 minutes to sort of stand there and have a look around and take everything in, whether you're at a rodeo in Mount Isa, whether you're at CMC, Riding Hearts, or standing in the middle of an arena and there's 6,500 people in there about to watch you get your head punched in. It's always one of them things to just stand there and take a moment in life that you're still here and enjoying it and having fun along the way.
Yeah. So I sort of had that sort of pinch me moment. Obviously, last year with sort of my music career getting to sing the anthem, and now that something that I worked very hard for, and then now doing it with the podcast that we've also worked very hard for, getting that sort of same sort of achievement. It's just very exciting, and I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Nah, awesome, lads. Hey, I super appreciate you guys taking the time out to do this. Before I let you guys go, fight predictions. What are we thinking for the 7-man blindfold fight?
Look, mate, I'm just going to go out all arms swinging because
You're going to be flat.
I'm about 75 kilos, rig and wet fella, so if I don't get folded like a deck chair, I'll be pretty
sure you're the smallest bloke in the fight. And I think what we've heard is that everyone just wants to see me and Shooter knock each other out. So that'd be pretty funny. We're hoping for that. At least one of us knock each other out.
Yeah, or one of us lay a few on each other.
Yeah, we'll see how we go, hopefully.
And I think the hardest thing is with the 7-man blindfold fight too, and I know Tommy spoke about this as well. We caught up with Ben Penninggill when we were in Melbourne and got on the piss with him one night, and I think that was the worst thing we did because we found out he was one of the best blokes we've ever met. Two piss Kents boys. Yeah. When they did a live stream and they actually requested me in it, and I was actually out for a run at the time, requested me into it, and I had a yarn with them. And after I thought, fuck, they're both good blokes as well.
Yeah, we're in a 7-man blindfold fight with 7 unreal blokes, but we're blindfolded, so we can't really see who. Yeah, but Ben's got the advantage. He's had years' experience being blind, so we've I'll keep drinking. I think the alcohol is helping with that blind sort of part of it. So I think we'll see how we go.
Awesome, lads. Hey, again, thank you so much for taking the time for this. Super appreciate it. And I know
of course, mate.
Jimmy and Matty will also appreciate it too. Best of luck.
No, appreciate it, mate.
Yeah, I was going to say best of luck on the fight night. I unfortunately won't be there. I'll be too busy camping on Fraser Island, but I'm going to try and maybe get a Starlink or just something to be able to watch it if I can watch it. But no, best of luck and best of luck with the podcast as well, lads.
Thanks, mate.
Awesome.
We'll talk to you soon.
Really appreciate it.
All right, thanks, lads. Talk to you.
Thanks, mate.
Bye.
I'll quickly get Brizey straight away here.
We're going straight to the main event. We're going to go to Brizey versus Andrew Hamilton.
Hamo.
Oh.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Here he is.
Brizey, what's going on, mate?
Good. How are you, gentlemen?
Very good.
Good,
Feeling
mate.
a bit dusty after last night, mate?
Oh, mate, you know how it goes. Couldn't help myself. Had to have a little bit of a punt. Was supposed to be bloody cheering on Yabby punt, but unfortunately they cancelled Doodman races.
Yeah, too much rain, mate.
Oh, mate, she was like a lake.
Mate, how's your training going? You've lost about you're fighting Hamo, obviously. Andrew Hamilton, wannabe comedian.
Yeah, mate. Well, he's better than me. He's better than me, mate. So if we're going to be doing any sort of voice conference or yapping, he's got that one over me for sure.
But you've got a funeral business, mate, so I'm sure you can sort him out.
I can sort him out with aftercare for sure.
Mate, how's your training going? How many kilos you lost? You're looking pretty fit.
Yeah, pretty good, mate. Like, excuse the voice, sorry, gentlemen, too. I was doing a bit of yelling. No, the training's been really good, mate. I actually mixed it up this time. I decided to go night time, so I've been training at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, nice.
About three, four times a week, just doing various bits and pieces. Really, there was 2 reasons why we did that. One was because I'll be fighting at that time of the night, and the second one is that's the only time I can do it.
Nice.
So it works out both ways.
You go, boy.
Me?
Yeah, you got a question for the man?
Mate, how are you feeling about Hamo? I know he's done a bit of time. Is that making you a bit nervous, or you reckon you got his number?
Well, look, to be honest with you, it makes me feel more comfortable getting in with him.
Yeah.
It's not like you're punching on with a religious person or an angel or a saint or something like that. So that does make it a little bit easier.
Ready to scrap.
Bloody oath. I caught up with him down in Sydney, and we had that little unofficial face-off, and credit to him, absolute legend of a bloke. But when I sat down and had a look at him, like, yeah, I can definitely punch him. So that was a good thing.
I know.
Shout out to him.
Fuck him, Brizey. Don't be nice.
Mate, Hamo's an absolute legend. I fucking love that bloke. One of the nicest guys in the comedy scene.
I know he is. And behind the closed doors, we talk to each other quite regularly, and we have a bit of a laugh and stuff. And he's an absolute legend.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. It does suck having to fight someone that you like or that you have a friendship with. But at the end of the day, this is a sport, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to get into it. So I'm really looking forward to this time. I'm coming in a bit more aggressive. I've been told I'm too nice for my own good. So you're going to get a different version of me that week.
Yeah, nice.
Beautiful,
nice.
mate. I know. I know. There's been probably. I don't know if you have thrown a bit of lip around, but I know that when he was sort of telling his story on various platforms, that the time he got arrested, there was a cop that told him he had a tiny cock. Are you going to be throwing that in his face?
Oh, mate, kick a man while he's down. I mean, jeez. Even I couldn't stoop that low, mate. I want the moral victory as well.
Yeah, smart man.
100%. I know last year you obviously fought in the main event with Knuckles against Matty and Michael. Do you think because you've had that experience in the ring and you've also, fought in a crowd with that size, like I know obviously he's performed stand-up in a probably a similar sort of style of crowd, but being in the boxing ring before, do you think that sort of gives you an advantage over him?
Oh, I definitely, it gives, what's the best way to put it? I know what to expect. Like I can get past that whole adrenaline rush, that dump, because I know that feeling. It does definitely help. It's one thing to go out and do an event like that, like a sporting event, but on something in that magnitude, that scale, with a bunch of absolute crazy legends, it really gets you amped up a lot more. So, those nerves are going to be flying, adrenaline's going to be pumping, and you got to try and keep that under control. And like even I struggled to do that the first time, but going the second time, I'll definitely have a better run at it.
Probably be fitter too, Bryce. You look fitter already, mate.
Yeah, I'm feeling fitter.
Yeah.
I guess it was because I just sort of kept it constant even after that first one. I didn't really stop.
Yeah.
I just sort of kept training, not as intense, but I kept up some sort of minimum training in between.
Yeah, nice.
And I see also too, young fellas been getting involved in a bit of training with you as well.
Oh, mate, I love it. It's great. I get to have that father-son time with him. Because it is hard. It's hard to make that time, mate. Like with the everyday stuff that we do, work, hobbies, podcasting, plus trying to fit in some training and that. So if I can do something as special as that and have him with me, and it's also good too because he helps keep me motivated. Like he pushes me when I don't want to do it. He's the one that's going, come on, Dad, get up, let's go and do it. Plus, on top of it, he's just as tall as me now, and he's getting thicker, and he's throwing his hands around pretty good, and I'm feeling a little threatened.
Mate, I've got one quick question before you have to board your flight. Hey,
right.
Your sister, Summer, is fighting on the card as well. How's that experience of like doing this with her as well?
Oh, it's great because it gives me a good excuse to punch my sister. So when we do that, when we're doing the sparring, I like to give her a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. It's good. The weather's there. It gets her
Definitely
used to getting hit. So if I can hit as hard as Renee Garrixey, I'll be doing all right.
No, well, we've got Summer coming on later. She's confirmed for a call, so we'll get her thoughts on her fight as well.
Yeah, too easy. It's good hearing from you, gentlemen. Thank you.
No, thanks, Bryzy. Thanks for your time, mate.
Cheers, Bryzy. Appreciate it, mate.
Take care.
See you, mate.
See you,
See
bro.
you guys. Bye.
All right, Brian Perry, ladies and gentlemen.
How good.
And now we're going to get onto his opponent,
Okay.
Andrew Hamilton.
I'll try and call him. He hasn't confirmed, but he's given me his number and he said he'll be available at 10 a.m. Victorian time because he's down at the Comedy Fest.
Yeah,
in
he's
Melbourne.
at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival. And
Why
I know,
the fuck are you not there?
He prioritised us,
exactly.
clearly.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're important.
Yeah, so we'll see how Hemo goes. I know he put a story up saying he did his biggest show last night, so I'd imagine there was some celebratory drinks after it. But
So we could try again in an hour, I reckon. But we'll try now, see how
give
we
it a go.
Let's go.
I'll leak all these numbers to you boys later too.
Ready to hear the dustiest voice in the game.
Been working a phone long, mate?
No, not on a podcast
No.
anyway. He's $1 to not answer.
Hamo.
There's no chance.
He probably thinks
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
he
The
probably
person you're trying to reach is not
Hang up.
available.
Yeah,
At the tone,
That's right.
He probably thinks it's the Raptor squad again coming for him.
No, I gave him my number.
Yeah, right.
So we'll wait for Hammer to call back if he does. But let's get your thoughts on the fight, boys. What are we thinking?
I'll let you go, Jimmy.
No, you go first. I'm the only one that answered the fucking 7-man blindfold, making me the bad guy.
I'll chime into that. I've known Brad for a while.
Brad?
Yeah.
Who's Brad?
Big Brad.
Big bad Brad.
Big Bad Brad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yep. Sorry.
From your mate's podcast.
All right. So we'll go back to the 7-man.
Quickly.
Quickly.
I just think Brad will smoke him because he's so much bigger than all those boys.
Yeah.
Yep.
If he connects with anyone, they're fucked.
Yeah.
That's my two cents worth.
2 cents. Is that what you're worth, mate?
Yeah. Why so much?
Brad. Yeah. Fuck. Brad looks like a big boy. Doesn't
Brad
he?
is a big boy.
Yeah,
He's taller
okay.
than. He's probably as tall as you, maybe a little bit taller, Jimmy.
Fuck, he is a big boy, though.
And he's bigger than you too.
Doubt it.
I reckon.
We're not talking about penises.
Oh, he's got me there.
I reckon just as a dark horse, like possibly Bottle Bill, I reckon he's got a bit of fucking fight about him coming from Ballarat and Victoria, a little country boy.
The old BNS ball brawls.
Yeah, I reckon he might have a bit in him, but I reckon obviously everyone's blindfolded, so
Yeah.
it's all equal for everyone.
Last year, Spider-Man, he was the tiniest bloke in the whole 7-man, and he won.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So
he
it's
was
agility
He was
and-
just dodging
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It's like he was playing the five Ds of dodgeball. Was it dodge, duck, dive,
Weave?
Weave.
That's not a
Yeah, I was
D.
going to say.
Yeah. Anyway.
We'll
and
cut
dodge.
that out. No, we'll leave it in, actually. Back to Brizzy.
Yep, Bryzy and Hamo. What are we thinking, lads?
Personally, I think Hamo's a bit bigger, like weight-wise.
Yep.
But Bryzy's got way more experience. Bryzy's actually, no, he'll correct me when he listens to this. He's like not a black belt, but he does like jiu-jitsu and
Yeah, I've seen
and
a bit of
shit
that
as
from
well.
him.
So he's got plenty of nous.
He's been putting in some work, and I've noticed he's done a fair bit with Mr. T. Dale.
Yes, he has.
Tommy?
Yeah.
Yep.
And Cam as well.
Yep.
Before Cam had his problems, but
Yep.
and he's fighting against he trains out of Warriors Way, which is actually all Bryzy's stuff. He's got his own MMA cage
Yeah, that's
in the
cool.
fural home.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck,
so
he's got everything in there.
he bashes the bodies too, I'm pretty sure. Fit them into the box. But
yeah,
what do
you
you
go,
think?
you go.
No, you think.
But I got to go my boy Hamo.
Of course you do.
Exactly. I got to go my comedian brother. He's one of the big names that gave me a crack when I started the podcast and came on. So I got to go Hamo. Also, I've heard a lot of chat of like Hamo doesn't have experience. I'm pretty sure he's got one fight under his belt as well.
Okay.
I think it was like an amateur something.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Cell 732.
Surely some prison yard brawls in there somewhere.
Surely.
No, he's like you said, he's a big boy. I've been face to face with him, and I reckon if he's putting in the training that he should be,
I don't think he is.
here we go, mate. I'm going Hamo.
Do you have someone you need to call?
No, I'm just
Okay.
just getting
He's
So
just
I have
checking Instagram because he's sick of hearing you talk.
You were talking. I have a special guest that you boys don't know about.
Oh,
Okay, is he confirmed? Is he going to answer?
Yeah,
Okay.
he'll answer for sure.
All right, so is that's the main event done?
Correct.
well, who are you going?
Yeah, who are you going?
Oh,
Sorry.
I was mutual and all, but I think it's
Before you say, check out the shirt he's got on.
oh fuck.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
go.
so for those who's not going to be watching, I do have a Dead Ass Podcast T-shirt on, and I've also got a 5 with a Digger hat on. Shout out to Jesse Hobson from 5 with a Digger. Yeah, look, I think experience in this kind of environment gets
Definitely.
Brizzy the win.
yeah,
Couldn't agree more.
I personally think I see it going the 3 rounds. Yeah, so yeah, my pick would be Brizzy, I reckon.
Yeah, nice.
All right.
Special guest.
Yep,
Sweet.
special guest.
See
Let's
if
do
you
it.
can pick it when he answers. If you can't pick it, have to drop your mic and leave.
all right. Come on, Tai Tuivasa.
Come on, Jai Opatai.
Surely.
Ring a ding ding, you're talking to the king.
Ring it.
Here he is.
What are you legend?
Fez.
Fez!
What's going on, mate?
What's going on?
They had no idea who I
Just
was
down here
calling,
feeding a
mate.
few wombats.
Mate, you got
What
a
are you
couple.
doing?
You got a couple of wombats in here. You need to feed, mate.
Yeah, I know. It gets like that up there with you guys.
Mate,
Come up there and up.
I resemble a big red kangaroo, I reckon.
How is it up there? Is it getting nice and wet?
Yeah.
Mate, it's sunny. It's supposed to be sunny and 32 today, and then rain the rest of the week.
Yeah, it's pretty wet down here at the moment too, so must be a bit spread up that east coast.
Stop looking so good, mate.
It wouldn't be so bad, I wish.
For people
What
that
is
don't,
good?
yeah, not much, mate. Just trying to preview all the fights, and I thought, why not get the MC, one of the number one in my eyes and everyone else's. Fez, for people that don't know who Fez is, they shouldn't be listening. Just turn it off. Fez is guinea pig farmer and fucking wildlife warrior with his daughter and lovely wife down in, where are you, Fez?
I'm all the way down in Gippsland, down in Victoria,
Yeah, there you go.
in a little town called Hayfield, a little timber town.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
Ashley's his daughter, and I've fucking gone blank and forgot your missus' name.
Amber.
Amber, there we go.
Oh, don't worry, I forget sometimes myself. It's She's just looking at me there, just giving me the bird. Looks like I'm doing all the farm duties for the rest of the day. Thanks for that.
All good, mate. Mate, talk to us about your thoughts on when you got the offer to MC with the Pooh Bandit for this event, because you were there last year, and that mad backflip that you done off that guardrail would have been something to remember. But
Yeah.
what was your thoughts when you got the offer to MC the event?
Well, I guess starting off down here, when the boys first started in their caravan and they were ticking along, is they did a little chat about guinea pigs, and like they were hanging shit on guinea pig farmers, saying like, do they qualify for farmer wants a wife? Are they real farmers? They were throwing a bit of salt in the air, I tell you. So I started up and did a little bit of a video, like, in defence of the guinea pig farmers across the nation. And just as we that's how it sort of kindled off our friendship. So from then on, we sort of both grew together, I guess, as they sort of took off. All the stuff I started to do when I started into social media, we sort of grew together. And when you grow together like that, it gains a lot of trust, because that you've started out together, you only got each other's best interests in hand. And as they say, high tides rise together. So to be a big part of their show and just to be friends with those blokes and build those friendships was pretty good. And then last year to get invited up there, just to come and to watch the show was pretty good. And then halfway through the show, Cass came up and said, I know I shouldn't do this to you because you're here to watch, but would you mind giving us a hand? And for me, that was it's easy going, when you're in a bunch of like-minded people like that, it's quite easy to get in there and entertain the people. It's not a real hard task. And whatever happened that night, it was obviously sparked off something that they wanted me to come back up and have another go at it. So to help out friends like that, it becomes easy though, doesn't it? It's sort of not a job. It's sort of more entertainment for me. So I don't know. It was good for them to offer me something like that. And hopefully I don't let them down. I'm sure it'll be pretty easy going in a room full of like-minded people to keep their attention for a while. So yeah, pretty honoured, I guess. In that sort of space, they're probably becoming one of the biggest podcasts, widespread across the nation. So yeah, pretty proud of those fellas, and hopefully I don't let them down.
No, you won't, mate. You did a good job when you jumped in for Buster last year. It was like it was planned.
Yeah.
Mate, that was a good rap.
Yeah.
That was a good rap for the boys. I hope these two boys here give me a bit of a rap like that one day.
We'll be better and you will.
That's right, yeah. Hopefully. But I know it should be good. Like you said, that it's going to be a pretty colourful event. There's a lot of you're not just going to watch boxing, are they? No one's really going there to watch the calibre or the quality of a fight. It's more to go there to be entertained. And when you walk into a room like that, even when I stood up in there, it's pretty surreal because for me, I'm a little country kid down in a tiny little town, and everything I do is behind a screen. So when you walk into full of positive people, and all of a sudden they're all getting around you, it's pretty easy to build some momentum and all have a good time. So hopefully that's what this weekend at the end of next month is going to be all about. Everyone coming around from all parts of Australia, all walks of life, and they're there for one thing, and that's just to have a good time, I guess, and meet new people in those sort of same situations or spaces.
So last year, as I was there, I saw it all. Obviously, I picked you up from the airport and come back.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Come back to our shop and all the rest of it. But mate, it was 100 mile an hour from go to woe, like you didn't stop. What have you learnt from last year? And I don't think you need to be better because you were fucking elite last year. But what have you learnt from that?
How does he top that, though?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I think just coming into that sort of stuff, the ADD is a gift and a curse, isn't it? So you just come in, with that momentum, and you worry about when that's going to slow up when you hit the iceberg, I guess. And hopefully that's not until at least Monday this time around. But yeah, it's a bit different this year because we've got to get up there. I think I'm flying up Wednesday because I didn't want anything to go on with the flights these days. A lot of them get delayed or moved because we've got to do a bit of a rundown on the Thursday, and then nothing happens on the Friday because it's Anzac Day. We give that time to the people who matter and forget about all that other stuff and remember what we should remember there, and then we'll be into it on Saturday. So I don't know. For me this year, and down here too, I'm not up in there with the clan, so it's all over the phone. So I'm hoping the Pooh Bandit's going to carry me like a wounded soldier on a Saturday, and give me a bit of a helping hand.
Yeah, good.
So, but yeah, that's pretty much all I've sort of spaced myself out to do, and just get around the people. Like you're up there to meet people. For me, it's nothing really. I'm not there to prove too much, I guess, with all the stuff I've got going on. It's more there to, just be a part of something that's, going to be remembered as one of the best nights of someone's life. Like for those boys to get into that boxing ring and to do that and have the vibe around it. You've seen it there last year. It's a pretty big event for certain people in that space. And yeah, hopefully we can just have a really good time. So one to talk about for the ages.
Bloody oath.
Hey,
I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. I'll be all right.
Fez, it's Ty here. Just quickly, you spoke on the Pooh Bandit before. Have you sort of been in contact with him in regards to how you guys are going to run things? Because obviously you'd be speaking with Cass and with everyone at Alpha Events on how the night's going to run. But just between the two of you, you guys sort of made a plan on how things are going to go, or are you just going to wing it and see what happens?
No, last year Pooh said they winged it a fair bit, and he's more of a strategic man. And this year I said, well, I'm just here. Like, anything you want me to do, mate, we'll get it done. You sing your ideas, you lead the charge, I'll back you in. Because, like, as I said, he's been there, he's done it. He knows the processes and the principles. So he's going to get a bit of a running sheet, and I think we'll put it all together. He has been ringing me, but until we sort of get up there, you know what it's like. Until you're there and you can see what your space is like, and they're still gathering all their stuff together. There's obviously that spanner in the works with Cam having to withdraw from the night, which is a bit of a bummer. But then old Tyler Mollis going in, he's a good little rooster, so he'll be all right. He'll fill those shoes pretty good. And I don't know, it's just how it goes, isn't it? It's just until you sort of get there and you can roll a few things out on the Thursday, we'll just be flying a bit off the cuff. But the Pooh Bandit's pretty good at that. I think he's definitely a good personality to lead the charge there. So, yeah, between us, I think we should be right.
How good, how good.
Beautiful.
You don't often see a Queenslander and a Victorian team up to conquer the world, but we'll see how we go, eh?
Mate, if they're going to team up to conquer New South Wales, then that's all right.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah. There's a bit of rivalry there.
We'll bash him later.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know, like as a bloke on the outside looking in, if you were going to the fight, what would your expectations be of the night? What would you think that you would be expecting coming in there with this type of, onus on the boxer match that you've paid all that money to go to? Because really you are asking, and it's not like a cheap event to anyone that's going there. Obviously doing all right, and they've put a lot of effort into it, accommodation, traveling a long way. So yeah, you'd have a pretty high expectation, I think. Like, what would you think how it would run out?
Well, I've seen it firsthand, Fez, and I didn't expect the boxing to be the standard, and the boxing was actually way better than I thought. And then everything else around it was literally like everyone, like you've already said, everyone was there to have a good time, to watch a bit of boxing and to meet like-minded people, and that's what we got.
Yeah, that's how I see the weekend as well, is everyone's coming together more or less for that whole weekend, and then they're like, oh, fuck, we've got to go to the boxing for a couple of hours. Let's go do that, and then we'll keep the party going.
Yeah, yeah, literally.
Yeah, that's right. I honestly think it's like a big footy trip, isn't it?
Correct,
like it's a blue collar Aussie battler footy trip. If you're a truck driver, a farmer, you work in, anything in the public service, it's your footy trip for the year.
Yeah.
Everyone, you've done it. You've had a good crack. Let's get together and enjoy something and celebrate something we've all got in common. So that's how I sort of see it. And the fighting, crikey, it looked like it reminded me like the first one with Quinn in there. It's reminded me of an old Mill Hayfield pub battle, to be honest. She's pretty epic, that sort of stuff. I actually enjoy watching two blokes that just want to go hell for leather than two strategic fighters sometimes. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah, it's so good.
But no, I'm looking forward to it.
Just a classic rugby league fight.
Yeah, bring back the Biv. Just getting into it.
Before we finish up, if the boys don't have any other questions, do you have a fight you're looking forward to out of all the fights?
Yeah, I think Brizzy and Hamo at the end there, like they're obviously, Brizzy takes a lot of that stuff very, professionally. And last year to see him go down, I think like he carried a lot of that weight. He's like very disappointed in himself because he takes that pretty seriously. And I know like Hamo, he's obviously pretty big fella too, and he's like obviously done a bit of time in the pen, so I'm sure he's a pretty seasoned brawler.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that just because it's that persona, isn't it? It's two big personalities, but two really, like, obviously Hamo's a comedian and Brizzy's just like one of the nicest people you ever meet. It just goes to show, like, you poke the bear enough, they've all got a dark side. It'll be interesting to see how brutal it will be because they're pretty skilled fellas and I can't see them leaving anything on the table.
So true.
So, yeah, that's probably the one I'm looking forward to. And I guess, like, let's be honest here, when you're seeing Brizzy's sister going up, Summer, going up in the ring there against, what's her name off the OnlyFans? Renee Gracie, mate. Like, that's obviously going to be a pretty intense fight, yeah. Two Sheilas going at it like that. So,
well, at least it'll be better than last year's one.
That's for sure. That's what I mean. Yeah, we've got to pick up the pace there somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and the 7-man blindfolded boxing match, like you can't go much wrong there. That's pretty entertaining to watch stuff like that unfold because you just never know what's going to happen.
Fez, did you notice with that 7-man blindfold fight how viral that went, like, worldwide? Because I remember seeing pages like, I think it was Lad Bible was putting it out on their thing, and people from the UK, America were posting that video, just seeing all these 7 guys blindfolded just going full hell for leather on each other.
Yeah, and especially when they're all in work shirts and stuff. It just looked like a smoko room in a mine site, didn't it? Everyone's fighting over the last hot dog. So you can see that's probably a world first. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that before. So, yeah, I guess it's going to attract a lot of attention. We've got a few things in the mix this year to make it a bit more colourful as well. And, yeah, we'll obviously make sure they can't see at all this time and ban that there's a legally blind man participating this year, which would make it pretty interesting. See if he's got any getting an upper hand from all those years where he's been walking around in the dark normally.
How good. No,
yeah.
I appreciate your time, Fez. I wanted to surprise the boys, and I thought I'll send you a message this morning. I was hoping you weren't on night shift and you were going to sleep, so...
No, there's no time for sleep on the hobby farm, mate. Guinea pigs to be groomed, deers to be fed, wombats to be bottled.
Bit of plumaging.
Yeah, there's always something going on out here.
I appreciate it, mate. Can't wait to see you. And
anytime, boys.
If you got time, we'll get another tattoo, eh?
I'll have to pick one out. Might have to get a guinea pig this time, I reckon.
Yes, let's do it.
Yeah, we'll see how we go in there, eh?
Cheers, bro. Thank you so much, eh?
All right. Thanks, boys. Have a good one.
See you later.
Thanks, Fez.
See ya.
All right, the big man Fez.
There we go.
That's a surprise.
I thought I'd get royalty in for the phone for the podcast Royale preview.
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, no, that was brilliant, man. Good surprise.
Nah, not a problem. If we want to start at the start, I've got both of the boys. Do you want to start with the first fight?
Well, I've just got the guys from Now That's Dramas on the waiting now. So because I think
so have I. But you're right. You go.
You go. Taking over.
No, you go.
All right. So we'll start with the first one, which is Brody Hetherington against from Now That's Dramas podcast against Bryden McFarlane from We Don't Get Out Much. So the way that it was uploaded on Alpha Events, it was that fight, and then the next fight was Will Tinson from Now That's Dramas against Anthony Alcock from Pub Ammo. So I got them both on the line. So what I'll get Matty to give him a call. Let me just... there's the number there, mate. 1-800...
Might help if I go to the actual... that one.
Been working the phone long, mate?
No.
Yep.
You talk, Ty.
Yep.
Hello.
Brody, how are you, brother?
Yeah, good self.
Yeah, not too bad, mate. You're here with myself, Jimmy from now Can't Get Any Worse, and Matty from the Meraki Podcast. How are you? What's going on, boys?
Going?
Good, thanks yourself.
How are you, fellas?
Mate, sorry we're running a bit behind time. We've had a surprise guest on. We just had Fez on before.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so you got a lot to follow. So you got to give us some sort of good content. Mate,
Pressure's on here again.
yeah, definitely pressure is on. Mate, how have you been with training and stuff?
Yeah, good. We've been ripping into it, eh? Me and Will have been training bloody 4 or 5 days a week.
Yeah, nice.
Who's training harder?
Probably the big fella, I reckon. Eh?
I didn't want to say it, but from what I've seen on Instagram, I agree.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm
I'm
ready
going
to.
out for fucking blood now too. I'm not just going for a show. I'm
Yeah.
going to hurt the cunt.
just sort of belt the living piss out of him.
I'll be doing more than that.
Something like that.
Mate, you're going up against Bride McFarlane from We Don't Get Out Much podcast, mate. That beard that he's got on him, it looks like he's got a bit of a chin underneath.
Yeah, he'll have a chin for not for long, but he'll be on the floor pretty quick.
So mate, run us through, and we'll get to you because we'll do your fight next. But run us through sort of how you felt when you got the offer to fight in the Podcast Royale.
Oh, couldn't really believe it at the start, to be honest. Like, oh fuck, we must be doing something all right.
Yeah, good.
But yeah, and just excited, just pumped.
How much?
Yeah, couldn't believe it.
How
Yeah.
much weight have you lost?
I think since we got the call, I think I've lost about 10,
Yeah, nice.
Nice, mate.
and then I don't know. You lost any weight? You're
He's put on weight.
I don't really have to fucking lose, really.
no, you're fucking dick and ribs on a good day.
And
But
also,
yeah, I've lost. I think I've lost close to about 10 kilos, I reckon, since we got announced for it. I think.
So good.
and also too, mate. I know I've noticed lately you've been putting out a bit of content with your zero alcohol drink reviews. How's that been going?
Oh, look, it's like fucking a junkie, on methadone. It does the job for a bit, but it's not the same.
Great analogy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, it was all right. I did a couple at the start, and then I just ran out of time to pretty much.
Yeah.
So I've still been off the piss.
So you plan to rip, tear, and bust as soon as your fight's finished?
Oh, pretty. Yeah, I'd want to be around me for a few days after it. I'll be in good form.
How good.
I think I'm looking forward to that the most, to be honest. The Sunday after the fight.
Yeah, for sure.
Why wait so long? Fuck, as soon as you walk out, just crack one.
That's what I'll be doing. Don't worry about that.
Do the Stone Cold Steve Austin on the corner post.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Fuck, that's an idea.
All right, you've trademarked that. No one else can take it.
We'll get a beer sponsor for you.
That's a good idea, that.
Have you been in contact with Bryden and talked to him at all? Or are you sort of just trying to keep that distance so you're not sort of punching a bloke who you might like later on?
Talked a little bit at the start, but then he went out and called me fat the other day, so that actually pissed me off. So now I'm actually going to hurt him now. I'm not fucking around.
Well, he's got no hair to knock off of his head, so you'll just have to fucking, like you said, knock it off his chin.
Off his chin.
Yeah.
Plenty of hair there.
Put the hair back on his head.
Fucking knock him that hard. He goes to Ashley Martin, the cunt.
Awesome, mate. And the next fight is Will Tinson from Now That's Dramas against Anthony Alcock from Pub Ammo. Will, give us your thoughts on this, mate. You got big girth. You're fighting with the two bananas.
Yeah, I'm fucking stoked actually. We had a bit of a chat about it not long ago about doing an intergenerational belt, and fucking the boys from the Alpha events, they said we couldn't do it, so I was going to get one made. I said I'll just leave it at home on my top shelf. Fucking won't bother bringing it.
So break it down for us. How's your training been? Because I've noticed you've done a little bit by yourself as well.
Yeah, I've done mostly fitness work, a bit of working on technique and shit as well. But there hasn't been many people options for me to spar with at the start. But now I've found a couple of blokes that I've been working with during the week and then on the weekends and shit. So yeah, it's been good.
No, awesome, mate. You how you feeling going into it? Is a nerve starting to build?
Oh, there's a little bit of nerve there, but that's fucking. I think that's going to come with it. But yeah, it's fucking. I'm pretty stoked, mate. Once you get up there, I feel like the nerves will get taken over by a bit of adrenaline. You'll be sweet, eh?
No, awesome, mate.
Hey, Will, I've heard a rumour going around that old Anthony's your long-lost father. Went and got some milk and never come back.
Yeah, he requested I call him Daddy, so we'll see how that goes.
A lot of resemblance there.
There is.
Yeah, maybe.
How's that?
I'm not much of a banana farmer, but
How's that 70s porn, mate, you got going on there, mate?
yeah, it's good. He's talking about knocking it off the top lip, but we'll see how that goes anyway.
Beautiful, mate. Hey, I appreciate you lads taking the time to have this call with us. I know you
appreciate
guys
the
are
call.
pretty busy. You playing a charity match today, Will?
Hey?
Were you playing a charity match
Oh,
today?
yeah. I was meant to be playing in a charity cricket day today, but it got canned because of the weather, so fucking just doing a bit of golf for Savi instead. So
Awesome, mate.
Piss fit.
Yeah. Fucking oath.
No, awesome,
The
lads.
last there are, as I say.
How good.
Have a couple.
Awesome, lads. Well, thank you again for taking the time. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, sweet boys.
Thanks,
Thank
boys.
Sorry, also, just before you go, fight predictions. Brody, what's your fight prediction?
For mine,
Yep.
round 3 knockout.
Oh, nice.
And Will?
Journeyman.
Yeah, fucking round 3 knockout. I'll take the same. Take the cake.
All right, beautiful, lads. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Righto.
Thanks, boys.
See you later, boys.
Bye.
I'm glad they hung up because I forgot to.
All right.
What are your thoughts, boys?
I don't know. Like I'm looking at Brody. I'm looking at Bryden. Like, you know, I've seen Brody in person. Obviously, I've had him on my podcast, and
Yep.
he's a lot taller than what people will think.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bit stockier, and I think, you know, all this training that he's put in, you know, that might give him a bit of experience also. But, you know, looking at Bryden as well, and I'll sort of look through their Instagram page, and I've noticed they've been doing rounds as well, a bit of sparring, a bit of training. I'm going to go Brody on points.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fair.
I'm gonna go Bryden.
Yeah, so am I.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think, and I've called Brody out.
Yeah. Have you?
I have. I don't think his hands, he just drops his hands way too much.
Yeah.
Every and obviously I lost my fight, so I can't talk too much. But just because he's put so much on his social media.
Yep.
I've found that if this, I personally don't listen to either of them, but I just feel if Bryden's done his research, he should beat him.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you hear that, Brody? Keep your hands up, mate. And then we
and Will, Will looks a bit better personally in my eyes.
Mm.
So if Anthony's had a lot of blues in his days, he's obviously a bit older.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to go both of the Now That's Drama podcast boys to lose.
Yeah, okay.
I'm in the same boat. I
Yeah.
reckon Anthony's got that farmer strength
Yeah,
behind
for
him,
sure.
and he's had a couple of blues at the pub.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
I think experience
Definitely.
will get up. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go Anthony Alcock on that.
Oh, nice. All three of us.
All three of us. Hey, Will, feel free to prove us wrong.
Thanks to the drama boys for calling in though.
Yeah.
We didn't get the
Just
other boys.
absolutely shit on them. No, we love them. We love them. We love them. All right.
I've got Matt Brown.
Yeah,
ready
okay.
to go.
Let's go right back to the beginning, the fight one that was uploaded on Alpha Events. We got Matt Brown from Marty Michael Fully Actually against Zach Palmas from Proper True Yarn. So we're going to get Matt Brown on the line.
Before we call him, you
Yep.
know how I said someone hasn't trained? It's not Matt Brown.
Oh, it's Zach.
Zach's done
Yeah,
fuck
right.
all.
Okay.
But I'll
Fuck's
ask him.
sake, Knuckles. Who are you employing, mate?
But I'll ask him that when we get him on, and I'm going to ask Matt Brown because if Matt Brown's on the socials, which he usually is,
Yep.
he would have done some work, surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, copy.
Let's try and get him. Died
Off
again.
Should have hooked the GoPro up.
Should have.
Should have.
Has it got charge going to it?
Good morning, boys.
Matty Brown, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, mate. Matty Cabosso here from Meraki Podcast. We have Ty Avery from the Roads We Walk podcast, and Jimmy Misson from the Can't Get Any Worse podcast. Thanks for joining us, mate, on the preview.
Oh, good. How you all going this morning?
Oh, we're living the dream. Running a bit behind. The camera's not working. We're doing well.
No, it's just standard. That happens to me all the time.
Oh, mate. Hey, as you're well aware, Zach's done fuck all training. Have you done any, mate?
No. I was just gonna,
There's a fight coming up,
I was
is
just
it?
gonna go on and wing it.
Yeah, nice, smart man.
Sounds like everyone's going in to wing it.
No, I won't lie. I've done a bit of training. I've been working with Nitro Boxing over at Chermside, so
Yeah,
they've been teaching me how to punch.
Yeah, nice. Is that where Marty and Michael trained out of last year?
Yeah. So last year they went over there, and I think they had done a bit of training there, or met the guys beforehand. So yeah, they sort of just felt comfortable with them, and yeah, they trained them up for a fight.
How good, mate. What did you learn from them from last year that you can bring to this year?
Oh, mate, just try and be calm. It was so nerve wracking because they were the main event last year.
They were,
and so they had to sit there. They had to sit there through all the fights, and I've got photos after photos of them just sitting there, just so nervous because it was just just such a long wait. So that'll be me. Since I'm up first, I think it's going to be a bit easier. But yeah, just to be a bit calmer. That's what I learned from them.
I'm surprised the boys gave you some helpful advice. Normally when I listen to the potty, they're just hanging shit on you or making you do fucked up shit.
They're not the nicest to me on the podcast. But no, they're great. They've been really helpful. They've been jumping in and sparring with me, and Marty's had a few fights in the past, so he's been teaching me a lot as well, and they're always happy to have a little punch up, so it's good.
I think also too, seeing from last year when Marty was going against Bryzy, those two look like two really composed boxers. Do you sort of look at that and try and learn anything from that? Yeah,
well, I guess everything I'm learning is from the Nitro boys, so I'm a bit of a different fighter to say what Marty is, but yeah, you look at those two and you go, oh, that's what I sort of want to be at, or somewhere close to that. You hear the commentators even say it last year in the fight that, oh, this is really good to see some real proper boxers get in there and have a go. So yeah, it's sort of an inspiration to try and be like those two.
No, awesome, mate. I'm just looking at your photo that Alpha Vensco put up, mate. You look like a bearded Johnny Sins.
Oh, I wish I looked like him.
I don't ever think I've seen one of his videos where he's a boxer. So, and I've watched all.
It was such a terrible photo because Michael's like, they need a photo now, and I'm like, oh, hang on, let me just put a shirt on. He's like, no, now. And I was like, and so he just like shoved the camera in my face, and it was just, I hate it. I hate the photo.
How good. I don't know if I've asked this already because I've fucking got 4 things going on in my head.
Old age, mate.
Yeah, that too.
No, you're right.
Have you lost any weight?
Yeah, I've lost a bit of weight. So the chatter was just to bring it more down, closer to Zach's sort of weight, and I've dropped I think about 9 or 10 kilos now.
Nice.
It's gone down a bit. I was sort of sitting around the 107, 108.
Yep.
Because I sit down doing podcasts all the time, and all I do is eat food, and I need to
go for walks with your missus
if I want to box.
Go for walks with your missus on a Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday walks. Sunday walks have changed to Sunday runs. And,
Is that runs on the beach or runs in your pants?
A bit of both, because I haven't run in a long time.
All good, mate.
Good, mate.
Just quickly before you go, fight prediction.
For me and Zach?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we don't want to know about any others.
I'm expecting it to be actually quite even. I feel like I don't want to underestimate him at all. So, I think the first round will be quite even, but then I predict I'm going to end him in the second round.
Nice.
Beautiful, mate. Well, just so you know, and I don't want to put the pressure on you, but the first fight from last year was a hell of a fight, so you got a lot to follow up.
Yeah, I know. The first fight was such a barn burner. They just went back and forth. I remember their heads flying back.
Yes.
So, yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot to live up to.
Yeah, so you guys got to set the bar for the night.
Just enjoy it, Matty, I say. Don't worry about trying to make everyone happy. Just enjoy it. And,
Yeah, fuck everyone else.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, this is my night. This is my fight and my time. So, I don't care if I'm the first one. It's going to be about me.
That's the spirit.
How good.
I appreciate you jumping on, Matty. Really appreciate you taking the time to do this.
No, anytime.
Thanks, Brownie.
Have a good one, guys.
Cheers, mate. Have a good one.
Oh, I nearly hung up on him.
Smooth transition.
Yeah. You just made that very awkward. All right.
Thoughts?
Well, are we calling Zach?
No, we'll call it. Oh, yeah, we better, eh?
Yeah. We'll get his thoughts and then we'll go from there.
Wonder if he was up with Yabby Pump. Possibly.
Zachy boy.
Good from you, Zach.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Okay, now.
Nice.
Who is Knuckles employing these
Good
days?
from Zach.
We'll see if Zach calls back.
Yeah.
But we'll get thoughts. Matty, what's your thoughts, mate?
Brownie, easily.
Yeah, I'm going Brown. Matt Brown.
Zach's actually asked me to spar him.
Oh, really?
And it didn't happen.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. So and Zach will own it and tell you he's been so busy. He fucking works for Knuckles.
Yeah,
Says
I can
it all.
imagine.
Yeah, well, I listen to the Marty and Michael podcast, and like, as much as they shit on Matt Brown, they do let little snippets out that he is training and shit. So I think he's quietly taking it serious. So I'm going Matt Brown.
Yeah, easily, I think.
Yeah,
in the first round, I reckon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think what will happen is that because Matty's so bald, the glare from his head will just blind Zach and he'll just get it.
Bright light.
Yeah.
That didn't help me in my fight.
Yeah, because you got that little Kafusi thing going on, mate.
I didn't have that for the fight, though.
Who are you going, Ty?
Yeah, so I reckon Matt Brown round 2.
Yeah?
Nice.
Not by submission, though.
I've actually got both of the boys in the next fight ready to go, especially Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle actually rang me this morning.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. And this is a little thing that you boys don't know about either. So he's training out I think it's Ben Mahoney or Mahoney's gym.
Yeah.
And there's brothers, isn't it? Ben and someone else.
I think so. I know Ben Mahoney, yeah.
So he's fighting out of there, and I think it's Ben's missus possibly has a title fight on the same night.
True.
In Brisbane.
Right.
So obviously Ben's not going to go to the actual
Yeah.
fight. So Kyle asked me to corner for him.
Oh, true. That's sick.
But I'm good mates with Lats as well.
Yeah.
so-
Oh, yeah. Fuck, leaves you in a tricky spot, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I said to him I'll do it just
Yeah.
because he's a mate of mine as well. But before I get Kyle on the phone,
Yeah.
Kyle ain't winning this fight.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Probably because of your cornerman work.
Yeah, that
where you're going to
too.
be like, hands down, Kyle, hands down. Let my boy Lats
Well,
win.
Lats has actually had 1 or 2 professional fights, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure. Ty's lost something.
Should we ask what's going on
Yeah,
over
yeah.
here?
He's trying to find his laptop charger.
Oh,
The
right.
paper I printed out for him
Yeah,
wasn't
lucky,
good enough,
lucky.
mate.
No, that's my vibrator charger.
He said he'll just swing it.
How much you got?
43%. Oh, how good. So I'll get I'm going to call Kyle first.
That's exciting, mate.
Yeah, it should be good, but I personally don't think he can win, eh?
Yeah,
where are we?
so next fight is Jeremy Lattimore from the Rugby League Journeyman podcast going up against Kyle Ashburn from the Off-Season podcast.
Kyle also drops one podcast every fucking 4 months as well, so
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck he got on it personally.
Well, fucking look at him. Look how intimidating he is.
Yeah.
Would you want to fuck around with that?
He used to be a bouncer back in Sydney
Yeah,
and
fuck
stuff
that.
as well, so
Yeah.
I'll see if he answers, eh?
He'd just look at you and be like, yeah, mate, you can fight. Go for it.
Hey mate, how are
I'm salubrious. How are you?
you? Good, living the dream.
How's our unemployed life before we get into your boxing, mate?
It is really good. I'm really enjoying it. Eh?
Unemployed? Aren't you a professional boxer now? chasing that dream.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I tell everyone.
I've got Jimmy from the Can't Get Any Worse podcast and Ty from the Roads We Walk podcast here as well, mate.
Beautiful, Jimmy. It's finally good. Well, it's nice to finally be able to talk to you.
Mate, it's come time, hasn't it? I know we've had a bit of back and forth over socials and we need to get that potty sorted eventually, but yeah, we'll make
absolutely.
it happen.
Yes. Yeah, bloody oath. Let's get it done.
Yeah, easy. But yeah, good to speak to you. How are you feeling about the fight?
I'm feeling good, I feel good. I feel fresh. So, yeah, I can't wait to get in there and give Latsy a bit of what for.
You sound relaxed.
Probably
just
you know
woke
what?
up.
I thought I'd be a lot more stressed.
Yeah.
Nah, I've been up for a while. I had to do a radio interview this morning, my first one, so that was good.
Jesus.
But
What do you prefer, more
yeah, I'm
the
feeling
radio
good.
interview or this?
You took you too long to answer
Fucking hell, the
that.
hesitation. No, hang on, Morton, get rid of him.
What's the reverse and track sound like?
Sorry, what was that? Reverse and track. So, yeah,
How much weight have you lost, mate?
I've dropped 17 kilos since I
Holy
started training
fuck,
for the
it's
fight.
Well, you're holding the title at the moment for most weight lost.
Yep.
Yeah, lovely.
Matty's asked
I'll take that one.
everyone that we've had on the phone how much weight they've lost, and yeah, you're cleaning up, mate.
Yeah, good. I hope so. First W on the board and many more to come.
Mate, I've been going through your socials and everything that you've sort of been saying. Your lip game is on another level when it comes to Lattimore.
Well, you know what? I kind of figure that fights don't sell fights, fighters sell fights. So, got to give him something.
So true, man.
Yeah, you've definitely taken that role in this whole potty royale thing. You've definitely been the one throwing the most lip around, which I love to see personally. I fucking basically watch the UFC just for that.
Yeah, that's the best part of it. That's the best part about fights. So,
100%.
you know what? There's 4 weeks to go, so there's lots more to come.
I did it for my first fight and I lost, so I hope you turn the tides, bro.
I ain't losing. I ain't losing.
You'll win something, hey.
Is there any footage of you boxing?
There is, but I haven't released it because I lost.
No, I'm talking about Kyle, the guy that matters.
This isn't all about you, man.
Yeah, fuck's sake.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I do have footage, but I'm refusing to release anything. I don't want him to know anything about my boxing style.
Yeah, and that was going to be my next question. Obviously, you know, Lattimore's had a few fights under his belt. So, have you watched any vision of what he's done and how he sort of throws hands so you can sort of try and get one up on him?
From what I've seen his first professional fight. That one was on YouTube, so me and my coach watched that, and we watched it a few times. So whatever footage we can get, we're getting.
Yeah, nice.
Beautiful.
Any inside intel we get, we're using.
He's
Except
asking.
he tried to tell me that he changed to southpaw.
He keeps asking me how you going too, just quietly.
Yeah, I bet he does. His coach also keeps watching mine and my coach's stories to see if we posted anything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
we're on to him.
I have seen you call out him and his coach a few times on the socials.
Yeah, bloody oath. I'm calling everyone out.
Fuck, I might not be able to corner for you if that's the case.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, how good.
No, I appreciate you taking the time, mate. Just quickly before you go, fight prediction.
Yep. Mine with Lattimore.
Oh, if you want to predict the whole entire night, go for it. No, but
Right,
yours with Lattimore, mate.
Third round knockout, mate. Knocking you out.
Another third round
We've had a
knockout.
couple of third round knockouts.
Well, I think first round's just going to be feeling each other out. Second round will be giving it to each other, and he'll be gassed by the third. So
Right.
that's where I'll drop him.
Are you gonna after you dust his chin, are you calling out Jimmy Maloney, mate?
That's actually funny you say that because I said today on the radio with Sowie, I said maybe you should fight Maloney, but I think I might call out Matt Lodge or something.
Oh,
there we go.
nice.
Does he have a
I was going to
podcast?
say me then.
No, you're too little for me.
Oh,
I don't think he does, but
we'll get
I
him
might
on one.
just
I'll get him on
jump on
mine.
Yeah, we'll get on one.
Everyone can start a podcast
Yeah,
these
exactly.
days. It's easy.
Yeah, look at what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Even I got one.
Oh, how good. Well, I'm about to get Lats on the phone, mate. Say anything you want me to
yeah.
deliver straight up.
Just tell him that I hope he's training hard. Because I think he's taking this. I think he's taking it a bit relaxed. I know he's training a bit harder now, but at the start he was very relaxed. So I hope he's training.
All right.
It's all about deception, mate. Trust me, he hasn't been relaxed.
Mate, I'll tell you a couple of stories later when we're off the air.
I'm just trying to get in your head, mate, and you're showing very steady. What's the word I'm looking for here? Something. No, the boys are giving me nothing.
Composed?
Composed,
Yeah,
correct.
composure. There you go.
Very composed, mate. It's good to see.
All I need is to keep the composure when the lights are on.
That's
Yeah.
it, mate.
And keep your lights on.
Yeah, exactly. My lights will stay on. Staying on for 3 days afterwards.
Oh, how good. Another one.
Yeah.
Awesome, mate. Appreciate you taking the time, bud.
Awesome. Thanks, lads. Have a good day.
Thanks,
See you
brother.
later,
Talk
mate.
soon.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya. Bye.
How do you say it?
Who, what?
Yeah. See ya.
See you later.
See us later.
Oh, how good. I'll get Lats on the phone, eh? What are your thoughts with Kyle from what you've seen online?
Yeah, haven't really seen any video footage. He posts a heap of photos and stuff of him up there, so at least that shows he's putting some time in, I guess.
I hope after the fight he just puts out a whole heap of content showing like what his training, his boxing that he's doing, because he just looks like a big guy. He's gonna fucking rip, tear, and bust.
Yeah. I think you'd have to. Like, this is a pretty big opportunity to get if you're not getting a fuckload of content behind you from this.
Yeah.
Well, that's
little bit
even one
silly.
thing that Tommy was saying. Like, a few people haven't really taken this opportunity to grasp it and go with it, because
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys listened to his episode with Brizzy, but he was going on about film everything, get content out of there, because
I did all that with mine.
Yeah.
I just never released it.
Yeah.
just staying consistent is just a way to get noticed and
What the fuck's up with that camera?
keep going with stuff. Whose camera is this?
This never happens on my podcast, by the way. Yeah, like 100%. I think if you get this opportunity, you got to go with it. Like because I applied to it, I didn't get through.
So
But
did
I'll-
I, mate. So
yeah,
did I.
I was getting ready to say goodbye to my family and shit and go train in the Himalayas or something.
Thailand.
Like, I was ready to take the full opportunity by the balls, which I think you have to. But
Yeah,
hats off to everyone that is taking it serious, paying for all this training, shit like that. So
Yeah.
what do we reckon? We're going to get Lats on the
Yeah,
phone?
I'll try now for sure. He should answer. He's been off the piss to it, or not as bad as what he used to be. Bender King, Lats. Interesting. I'm 4 from.
The person you are calling
from
is
2.
not available.
That's all right.
Jesus.
Anyway, we've got Ty from the Roads We've Walked podcast. How you going, mate?
Yeah, very good. I'm so excited to be fighting in this podcast royale.
Oh, fuck. So are we all going Lats in that fight?
Yes.
Lats or Kyle?
Lats.
Yeah. Who are you going?
I reckon Kyle.
Yeah, you're going to go Kyle?
I'm going to go Kyle.
Look, part of me secretly wants to go Kyle, but like...
The underdog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, anyone that listens to my UFC tips, I'm a fiend for underdogs. And there's something about, like, everyone is doubting Kyle.
Yeah,
and
they are.
I would love to see him get up, but you just got to look at, like, Latz's career and shit. He's a
Yeah.
fucking professional athlete. Like,
Fitness-wise also.
Yeah. So, smart, like, brain-wise, I got to go Lats.
Fitness counts fucking in boxing too.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
Like for someone that's never had a fight before, and for example, you got 2 people in there. Obviously, the fitter fighter will always win the first fight.
Yeah.
It doesn't come down to like knowledge and the training. The training can do so much, but if you're fitter, you'll outlast the other person because your hands won't drop, your legs won't get tired.
Yeah.
There's so many factors in there. It's so technical too.
Yeah,
It's
for
fucked. It's so hard.
What's the
What's the next one?
Are we going to wait for Lats to call back? Or?
No, if he calls back, he calls back.
All right.
All right, so we've done the dramas fights. We've done the 7-man blindfold fight. We now move on to Big Curb versus Aaron Gox.
Camera again.
Wow.
Mate, what if we put your fake battery in?
Yeah, we can do that.
Would that work?
Should. You keep going. I didn't get Buster. He didn't answer me. But did you get him?
Oh, I didn't try.
Yeah, good work, mate.
Yeah.
Righto, Jimmy.
Oh, you've taken the Jimmy Misson approach.
Yeah.
I like it.
The only thing Jimmy brings is the equipment.
Which is malfunctioning right now. Matty's behind the camera there. Trying. But
What's your thought?
yeah, so I gotta back my comedian homeboy Goxie. I got to. He's one of the biggest road dogs in the game. The dude legit packs up his car. He's constantly on the road, just pounding the comedy scene. So I got to go Goxie.
Yep.
I know that's going to be fucking. I'll be in the 1% of everyone, but yeah, I don't. To be fair, I don't think he's putting in the training that he should be. And I've heard whispers as well that people are worried he's not actually going to rock up to the fight. So I reckon he will. I reckon he's going to rock up. He's going to have some fun, and yeah, we'll see how he goes. Who you got?
I don't watch much of Goxie.
Yep.
Obviously, I've seen a little bit more of Curb. Obviously, Curb has been putting in the time to get fit and to be ready for this fight. Yeah, it's just one of those ones, eh? Like it just seems very even. If I was to choose one, I'm going to say Curb.
Yep.
But yeah, you good there, Matty?
Yeah, I am, but the camera's not. I personally think that there was rumours going around a little bit ago that Curb had done something to his shoulder, but then when I heard that, all I thought was Knuckles when he did his shoulder as well. So
yeah, gotcha.
I actually went to the Nines footy at Tugan a month or so ago, and I saw Curbs there, and he lost a bit of weight. And I said, "Hey mate," because he comes here and gets tattooed. I said, "Hey mate, how are you?" And I tapped him on the shoulder, obviously not knowing that he'd hurt his shoulder, and he did the old "oh."
Yeah, right.
So if he has hurt his shoulder, then hopefully it's recovered.
Yep.
But if it hasn't, yeah, I don't think he'll be doing too much. They're both big boys.
Yeah, no, definitely. Hats off to both of them just for getting in there and having a crack.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But and Aaron, I don't know too much about him. I only really know Curb, but I think Aaron will probably win.
Yeah, nice.
That's my personal opinion.
There we go.
Yeah, and Knuckles supports our business and gets tattooed here, so I probably should. Sorry, not well. Knuckles does as well.
Yeah.
Curb supports us and gets tattooed by Amy, so
yeah.
I probably should support him, but I'm using my brain, not my heart.
No, for sure.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I think we might be done with this camera, to be fair.
Yeah,
because I put my camera, battery in.
Flick the GoPro on.
Right,
you know how to work that?
Nah.
Here, I'll jump up real quick. Ty, take the reins.
Take the reins.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just leave it all to me. That's all good. So yeah, we got the we got Curb and Gox. We now move on to Summer Perry versus Renee Gracie. Now, obviously, we saw the fight that happened last year with the women with the lingerie fight. Obviously, didn't go to plan as people expected it. But I think these two ladies have been given the go on sort of what is expected. So I think this is going to be a proper boxing fight. So obviously Summer Perry from Deadass Podcast and Renee Gracie from In the Backseat Podcast. So did we want to get Summer on the line? We'll give Summer a try. I will just bring up her number.
Look at me, I'm ready this time.
Oh.
I've learnt.
Yeah.
1-300.
Yeah, 1-300. There we go.
Oh wow!
Don't include
chuck the 6-1 in front of me.
Don't include the 6-1
just to mix you up. Just while these boys are doing this, Can't Get Any Worse podcast. New episodes.
All right, so I'm calling Summer Perry from the Deadass Podcast.
You should do that every time. Get you up to 7 followers. Oh, what happened there?
Little fakey.
Hi, thanks for calling. Please leave your name and number, and I'll try and.
I'll message her just to say it's me.
All right,
or say it's you.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we want to have thoughts on the fight?
Well, I think Renee is going to be very fit. Like she's a race car driver.
Yep.
A racer, whatever you want to call her. So, they're so fit.
Yeah.
Fitness-wise, she's obviously going to be a lot fitter. Well, I'm only assuming because I don't know what Summer does. And size-wise, she's bigger too.
Yep.
So, who knows? But Summer's training with like Brizey. So
Yep.
She's going to be getting used to Brizey punching her in the face. So
Yeah.
she's going to be able to handle a punch, you would think. I honestly don't know.
Don't know?
No.
Flip of the coin?
I'll have to go Renee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just fitness wise, that's the only reason.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll go the opposite. I'll go Summer because I reckon she's been training, and obviously having a lot of doing a lot of work with Brizey and gaining his experience. Like Brizey said before, has been giving her a few taps, so I'm pretty sure she can take a punch.
That sounds so wrong, man. That's incest.
Yeah. God, I wish I had a sister.
I got two.
Fucking hell.
I got two. You can have one of mine.
So yeah, my pick will be Summer.
Yeah, nice.
Do you want to try and give her one more call?
Don't want me to text her first?
I'll call her back, see what happens. If not, we'll just move on.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Renee Gracie as well. Exact same as what Matty said. She's an athlete. So I think that's going to take her through it. From the little that I have seen, it looks like she's putting in the time and effort as well with some boxing training. So, yeah, going to go Renee Gracie.
Beautiful.
I'll try again, eh?
All right.
Fuck, it's hot in here.
Oh, I thought you were making horse noises from me speaking.
No. I think it's my shirt. Her phone's a bit weird, hey?
Hello, Summer speaking.
Hey, Summer. It's Matty.
Hi.
Sorry,
Matty and Ty.
Yeah, sorry, Summer.
And Jimmy.
And
We got
Jimmy.
Jimmy
I
as
was
well.
supposed to call off my phone, but we Bluetooth Matty's phone to the Rodecaster.
No, that's totally fine. Sorry. I thought I saved Ty's number and then
Oh,
a
stitch up
random
from
one
Ty.
came through and it finally...
Yeah, sorry about
it's
that.
all good.
We're
Well
here
done.
now. We're here now.
I promise I will leak your phone number to everyone.
We'll put it on a billboard.
I'm sure you would.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to us about your fight with Renee Gracie.
Yeah, no worries. Easy done.
We've had Brizey on the phone already, only because he had to board a plane. He says that you guys have been doing a bit of training together.
Yes. So pretty much, well, now I'm on every day at 9 o'clock at night with our trainer Murph. And it's a lot. It's intense. I've never fought before, so this is very interesting for me, at least.
You didn't have any weight to lose. I've asked everyone if they've lost any weight. You're obviously training a lot. Have you lost any weight at all?
No. I've
You're too
maybe
tiny.
like a kilo or something. But
Have you gained any muscle?
I have actually.
Nice.
I actually had a word on the other day that he's going to have to buy me a new set of boobies because I've all of a sudden got these guns for arms. I've got abs and I've got pecs, and I'm feeling very manly. So
And some
I feel like he
nipples.
owes me after this.
How good. Well, you should have got them before, and then you both could have had fake boobs.
Yeah, I know. I feel very outdone at the moment. But
Just knock them off her.
I mean, yeah, 2 little punching bags to go for. No, but at the very least, I'm getting a bit of a butt, so nothing as big as his, but, hope for the best.
Talk us through, how you approached to do this fight, because obviously we saw the women's fight from last year, and obviously it wasn't up to scratch. So, were you approached to do this fight, or did you put in an application to go for it?
I did put in an application anyway. I didn't know if there was going to be a women's fight this year. But then I was approached about it too because obviously Renee is quite popular and well known, and it was hard to find her a fighter. I think a lot of people were a bit intimidated to actually step in the ring with her, especially with her following. And so they approached me. Oh, well, Brian called me. Brian approached me, and he's like, "Do you fight in the Royale?" And I'm like, I don't know. Should I? He's like, "Well, you've got 30 seconds to make a decision. Hurry up."
fuck.
I'm like, okay, all right, I'll do it. What do you think? He's doing it. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Fine.
Does he run his
So that's-
business like that?
that's- yeah. Yes, very much so. Yeah. So.
Oh, no.
So I kind of didn't have a choice, to be honest. But I did apply, and I'm happy I got it.
It's cool.
Hats
been
off
an
to you for
experience
having
so
a
far.
crack.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you very much.
You were there last year, Summer, and you saw what the lingerie girls did, so you don't have much to beat. They were shocking.
And that was something that I specified that they had to make sure it was a real proper fight and not a pillow fight. So.
Yeah, nice.
Talk us through, leading up to the fight, less than a month to go. Is nerves kicking in? Like, do you have any expectations of yourself?
Yeah, it's starting to become a bit more real now. Obviously, being so close. I think I'm more nervous at the crowd size and having a lot of eyes on me at once. More than anything, not so much nervous about the fight itself. Not that I feel overly confident, but I feel like I can at least last 3 rounds, which would be nice.
Hold your own.
But yeah, hold my own.
Yeah, nice.
But yeah, it's more the crowd size and the press conference and things like that that's starting to give me a little bit of the jitters. But nah, I'm all right. I'm getting there.
You'll be fine.
I'll be there.
It can't be any worse than sitting on the podcast.
No, yeah.
Or
No, see, I like doing that because Brian and I just sit down and we just pretty much just talk smack like we do in the office anyway. So
Yeah,
it's not much of
nice.
a difference for me when I'm on the podcast.
It just won't be. Did you go to the one in Rocky in December? The fight night up there?
Oh, yeah, the Rocky charity boxing.
Yeah. It won't be hot like that, so you'll be sweet.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah.
That was atrociously hot. It was hard to, concentrate in there. I was supposed to fight in that one too.
Oh, were you? Yeah, right.
Yeah, but I had stitches in my arm at that point, so it probably wasn't the best idea.
Yeah.
But it was going to be a little introduction to fighting. But
Yeah, nice.
anyway.
I fought in it and it was fucking hot. It wasn't enjoyable.
Is that just because you lost?
Yes, of course you did.
Yeah. Just enjoy it.
You did a
That's
great job.
No, thank you. That's what I was looking for. I was fishing around. I got it eventually.
Yeah.
It's all about me. It's not about you.
No, you did fabulous.
Thank you. You just enjoy it. Hey, just enjoy the whole process and
Yeah.
like obviously nerves come into be a factor, but yeah, just enjoy it.
Yeah, I think once I'm in that zone and I'm ready to go, and somebody said to me the first hit that you get in the ring, that's when you start to fire up a bit
Correct.
more. So, yes. And then you kind of block everything else out because you're a bit angry. So, interesting.
No, well, what was I going to say, Matt? These boys have just put me on the spot here.
We didn't do shit.
Oh, yeah.
Ty, go take it away. You're the.
I'm the one that wraps it up. So if you've got nothing, I'll wrap it up now.
Let's go. Let's wrap it up.
Summer, really,
Fight predictions.
yeah, really appreciate you taking the
that was a
time.
good one.
Fight prediction.
Taking the time to come on and give us your thoughts. Like Matty said,
Oh, yeah.
fight prediction.
Fight predictions? All right. Who do you want me to predict?
Yours.
From the beginning? Oh, mine. Look, I'm going to win, but I just don't know how yet. Whether it's a knockout or just, I don't know, I'm talking out my ass at the moment, but I'm really hoping I win.
I like the confidence.
You gonna try and go for a submission or something?
I pretty much told everyone that by the 3rd round, if I'm not winning, I'm just going to go dirty and just, maybe a full MMA wrestle match or something.
You'll definitely win that.
If I'm if I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose with style. So
The crowd would actually appreciate that too. So
Yeah.
I think they'd actually enjoy that.
Nah, awesome.
And I predict Brian to win for his fight too.
Yes.
I've got a lot of confidence in him. He's been training really, really well. And he's been laser beam focused. So I predict Brian.
Well, just so you know, Summer, I'm wearing a Dead Ass Podcast t-shirt in honor of you and Brian. So I've backed you to get the win against Renee.
Lovely. lovely. Thank you. Hold on. What colour is the Deadass Podcast shirt? This?
Oh, I've got the black one.
Is it?
It's the OG.
No,
The OG.
Oh, the OG.
Yeah.
All right. No, that's cool. That's
He doesn't
right.
have the
Supporting
fight.
both of us.
He
I
doesn't
like
have
it.
the fight shirt on yet.
No, not yet.
No, that's all right. That's so good. Just wondering if it was going to be pink or red, but
Both. He's going to cut it in half. He's going to buy two.
Yeah.
I love that.
Thank you so
Love
much
that
for your
for us.
time, Summer.
That's all right. No dramas. Thanks for calling.
Thanks,
and
Summer.
yeah,
See
hope
you-
to see you guys at the fight.
Will
Too
do.
easy.
See ya.
See you later.
All right. See ya. Bye.
Yeah,
good.
right. Boys, you can't just put a fella on the spot like that.
I looked at you, and then Ty looked at you as well.
Yeah.
And then you were like, oh,
Well, I thought you were going to
fuck.
say something.
I just come in for the sneaky jabs here and there. You guys are the professionals.
Yeah, but you do the fight breakdowns for UFC, so I thought you'd have been. We would have brought some sort of
No,
experience.
all right. Let me think of. I told you I've bought zero prep work. I was scheduled for the. When were we doing this? The
8:30.
6th. An old Buttercup over here.
Buttercup.
Old Buttercup here has got a cricket match, and then old
Match. We got a
old
whole
mate
week.
over here scared me with times, and I'm rattled, you know. So
So we did plan to do this on the 6th of April. But
yeah.
he wants to give himself another plug. Here we go. Everyone, listen to Matty. I've made it a
I have to go away and play cricket for a week. So,
Where are you going, Matty?
Just a shitty old Mackay.
Why are you going there, Matty?
No, just to play cricket, mate.
Yeah, right. What else we got?
No one goes to Mackay just to play cricket.
Yeah, no.
All right. Next fight. Let me just click on it. It was supposed to be Cam Lowry from the Alpha Blokes podcast against Cody Allen from the Hard Yards podcast. But if you've been listening in on the socials, unfortunately, Cam had to withdraw due to medical reasons.
Something to do with his heart, is that right?
Yeah, I think that's what he said. So
Doesn't have one, or
fucking hell. Oh, fuck. So
I think Cam's just found a fight for the
Yeah,
night.
yeah. Podcast Royale 3.0. Matty versus Cam Lowry. Now we've got Tylen Wallace stepping in for Cam. Says he is a full-time Snapchatter and a YouTube cowboy.
There we go.
So true, though.
What are we thinking here, lads?
I know bugger all about Cody personally.
Mm-hmm.
Talon I've known, or well, not known. I've followed him for a long time. I originally lived in Rockhampton, and he's been around that scene, like the cowboy scene, and like fucking around the footy and stuff with some younger fellas that I know. So I've seen him for a long time.
Yep.
Don't know how fit he'll be. He looks cut in that photo.
Yeah.
Don't know if that's photoshopped or not.
A lot of accusations being thrown around over here.
But
No, he does look good in that photo.
he does.
Um,
I don't know. Cody's probably got years of experience, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Well, also Cody too has had a few months, training for
Prep.
it, and for Tylen to get the call up, just a little over 4 weeks with preparation. So my pick will be Cody, mainly just due to the fact that he's had so much time to prepare for it.
Yep.
But I think either way, it's going to be a good fight.
Yep.
Jimmy.
I like the fact of Cody having so long to train and things like that, but there's just something about Tylen there. He looks like he wants to just get in there, make the most of the
Cowboy.
moment, fucking throw down. So yeah, I got to go Tylen on
You've
this
been
one.
watching a little bit too much Yellowstone, mate.
Believe it or not, I've never seen it.
And the fucking shows too.
He's a cowboy too, so they're fucking strong, like riding bulls and
Yeah.
all the rest of it. Does a lot of mustering and stuff, so if he gets knocked down, he'll be used to being on his ass.
Yep.
He might not get back up.
All right, moving on to the next fight. We have Robert Houston from the Hard Yards podcast going up against Thomas O'Donnell from the We Don't Get Out Much podcast. Battle of the Beards, I'm calling this.
Yes.
Yeah.
I personally know nothing about these two.
Me
boys.
either. So this is going to be purely, do you know much about these boys?
It's all looks for me.
Mate,
here.
I don't have a beard, so count me out.
Are these hard yard blokes? Are they from
I think-
Townsville?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I see Kenny Brody getting on their podcast a lot.
Yeah, okay. So one of the fellas that's on Hard Yard podcast is the fella has his own YouTube channel or something and
Okay.
hangs around Tom and Cam a fair bit.
Okay.
He's a fisherman, so I'm guessing these boys are pretty like rough around the edges, being from Townsville.
Yep.
They'll probably be able to blue. I'll probably go him. That's all I'm basing it off.
Yeah, purely based on looks, I got to go on him as well.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, who are you going?
Robert.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go Thomas. Mainly just due to the fact that the look that he's given just...
I'm going to kill you.
Don't fuck with me look.
Yeah. Where is the other bloke from, do you know?
I don't know where they're from.
We don't get out much.
We don't get out much.
So the couch potatoes is what I get out of that. I'll get my way onto this 3.0.
Yeah.
I keep talking
You just
smack.
mate, call out Quinn. There you go.
No,
That'll
thanks.
get you on. It doesn't really give me much saying where they're from, but it shows how much research we've done for this.
Yes, we did more than Jimmy though.
Mate,
Jimmy said he actually had a few of these people on the line, but didn't bring phone numbers.
I've got nothing.
All right, moving on to the
next one's good.
Yeah, moving on to the next one. We've got Denny Grant from Denny Rants Podcast going up against Rob Sutherland from the Better Bloke Project.
Here we go. I reckon these boys are going to throw down for sure.
Before we call Rob,
Yep.
Denny Grant's been around for a while.
Mhm.
He's been around some clubbing scenes. Rob's fucking worked his ass off for this, but I would not underestimate. Denny'll be able to blue.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Do we want to call Rob before we make our picks so it's not
Yeah,
awkward?
we can do that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Matty, I'll give you...
He won't hear it anyway.
I'll give you the phone to... Well, he'll hear it afterwards.
Yeah.
Well, you'd hope they'd listen. All this effort we've put in. Oh, he's got me with the 6-1 again.
Yeah, sorry, mate.
Sneaky little trick. You just leave the 6-1 off. Replace the 6-1 with a 0.
Let's see how... What is it? Salubrious? Is that the word?
I'm still trying to
Lubrious?
work out what that means. I've been sitting here the whole podcast trying to work out.
Yeah.
That's why you got
That's why
nothing.
I got no questions.
All right, we're calling Rob Sutherland from the Better Bloke Project. If he answers.
Oh, that sounded like a fart.
Oh, Rob, did you just rip something lethal? Hello?
Rob, you there?
Pocket answered it.
Paging Rob.
Denny Grant might have done a drive-by.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that was a pocket answer. By the
Yeah.
sounds of it, we'll go again.
Yeah.
What was that squelching noise then?
Paging Rob Sutherland.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The
I'll message him quickly.
Yeah, shoot him a message.
Oh, no, I'll message him.
All right. Well, I think I agree with you, Matty. Rob Sutherland, absolute gem of a bloke. I've been a member of Bloke's Advice pretty much since its
Same,
inception.
bro, yeah.
So love everything he does, and to be honest, I'd love either one of these boys to win. But if I had to throw a tip out there, something about Denny Grant.
Yep, call him. Matty, call him. He's
Yeah, yeah, I messaged him.
right before I picked his opponent. Good.
Yeah, glad you messaged him, mate.
This literally says ready, bruz.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
I messaged him as well. Tell him Maddie's calling you. Oh, yeah.
New episodes drop every Tuesday.
Yes. Love it. What time, mate?
3 a.m. for some fucked up reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's what I do.
They're programmed, so you don't have to do it yourself. So,
Yeah, exactly. I just set it for 3 because I'm like, well, I'm up and about then. So
what number episode are you up to, mate?
This week's will be 146.
Matty, type in your number there and get him to call you back.
Oh, coward.
There we go.
Oh, you need a new phone, mate.
Say it out loud.
It would probably be easier if I just, hooked up my phone to Bluetooth, but fuck that.
I'm probably calling the wrong number, he said.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Filler. What do we got? I'll be in Newcastle, Moree, Dubbo.
Plug your comedy gigs, mate. For
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
that doesn't know, Jimmy Misson is a stand-up comedian that likes to sit down sometimes.
Yeah, 100%. So I do a podcast, do a bit of stand-up. But yeah, Brisbane, Gold Coast, come check me out. But yeah, I will be away soon. Newcastle, Moree,
Unknown
Dubbo.
caller.
Oh.
Here he is.
Rob Sutherland, have we got you on the line, mate?
I'm on the line.
Here we go, mate. Lucky you called them because Jimmy missing here, mate. He was just taking the absolute piss out of you. Danny Grant's going to flog the absolute hell out of you, mate.
Mate, that was not said once. I was actually plugging my comedy dates.
That's probably the more important thing, to be honest.
100%, brother.
Oh, now I've got someone calling.
How you
me.
feeling?
Oh,
feeling great.
Lats is calling, but we'll
call
he can
Lats
wait.
back.
Yeah.
Sorry about my co-host here, mate. This is about you. How you feeling? Sorry.
Oh, feeling good.
Yeah?
Feeling real good, actually.
Mate, I saw a photo that you guys put up last week, I think it was. I think it might have been when you guys first started the Better Bloke project, and then to now, mate, you've dropped a ton of weight.
Yeah, about 15 kilos down so far.
Oh, you were 2 kilos off beating Kyle, mate. You should have said 19.
Oh, damn it.
Still got a bit of work to do, mate. Still 3 weeks to go.
Yeah, still got a little. I'll tell you what, I was tomorrow though. I'm feeling so ready.
Yeah, nice.
It's good to hear. I'm loving all the confidence so far from all the fighters. It's good to hear that like everyone's taking it serious.
Oh, I think you'll hear confidence from everyone except for Danny. That's going to be fake confidence because
Silent assassin.
No way he's ready for it.
Mate, I saw a photo that I think was it you that put up with the boys that you guys were training with yesterday?
Bryzy and Tommy Darling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Danny said, "I'll come," and then to which you replied, "You should probably stay at home. Be the safest place for you." To then Danny replied,
Yeah.
"Might be time to take some other blokes' advice. My advice is don't come."
Yeah, look, we're going to throw a bit of chat. I think the both of us have probably not got the boxing experience to do anything other than chat, but it's going to be a banger of a fight.
No, that's good to hear. That's my favourite part about fighting is all the behind the scenes banter, just the Real Housewives of the UFC kind of thing.
That's it. But look, you never know. There might be some food served, and yeah, it's just going to be all you can eat buffet, but it's going to be my first.
Hopefully to the chin, nowhere else.
I thought you were talking about packets or something then.
No packets. I'm being a good boy.
Yeah, good man.
Mate, talk us through when you first got the offer to fight in this. How was you feeling about it?
The feeling was good. Hey, it was obviously I went to it last year, and I've been to a few boxing events, and I've never experienced an atmosphere like that. Like the closest thing that I could explain that atmosphere or compare that atmosphere to would be a State of Origin at Suncorp.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, man. I was there too.
It was the buzz in the actual convention center was just like off its fucking head. It was wild.
How are you feeling being on the other side of that now from a audience member to now stepping in the ring? Is that exciting?
It's very, very exciting. It's one of those things that even sitting there last year, because I tried pretty hard to try and get on last year, and it was sort of like a FOMO sitting there watching it, and I'm like, shit, if this happens again, I'm going to do everything in my power to try and get on. And then obviously got the call, and it was like this funny realization was like, wait, this is actually happening now. What are you going to do? So I don't know. I'm big on testing myself, so yeah, I'm excited, but it's a funny feeling I can't explain.
No, awesome, mate. Just quickly, I know the Better Bloke project the last couple of months has sort of been dragged through the shit a bit, but we don't need to go into specifics about it. But has that sort of affected you, sort of training up and leading up to this fight?
Nah, not really at all. It's one of those things that with everything that was sort of kicking off, we see the good that what we do.
Yep.
So those that were actually sort of trying to start a bit of a shit fight and all that sort of thing, they're not our demographic, and we know that what we do has no effect on them. It's just the minority trying to scream and make a change for something they don't agree with.
Yep.
We firmly believe in what we're doing that much that we were just like, you know what, you guys can go fuck yourselves. We're not going to change a thing.
You know when the haters come out, you've made it.
It's sort of. It doesn't make it any easier when you're copping that amount of hate. But nah, it's like, look, we get that many inboxes from blokes and their loved ones. So we get messages from guys' wives saying just thank you for what you're doing. It's a few people trying to get some views by dragging our name through the mud doesn't make up for even the one message that we get. So at the end of the day, everything that we do, if we cop a barrage of hate, but we save one bloke, it's worth it.
Yeah, spot on.
100%, mate. I think that's also another thing too. A lot of people just love to see the negatives, but they'll never point out the positives of stuff that in general, but also what you guys are doing.
Well, I think it's one of those things where it's so hard for anyone that puts themselves out there. You sort of need to be prepared to cop it. Even if you're trying to do some good shit like we're doing, we knew that it was going to come eventually. It is what it is. We just didn't think it would come this early. But trials and tribulations, it either makes or breaks you. And I feel like it sort of made us. It's really pushed me harder to go extra hard with this training anyway, and just sort of show, hey, all these people can go and do all this stuff for content, and they can try and spread hate and do what they want. But at the end of the day, I'm actually getting off my ass and trying to do something to show others, look, give life a crack.
Hopefully they brought tickets so they can come and watch you firsthand.
Fingers crossed. I've really lent into my villain arc during that. So we'll see how it goes.
How good. How good.
Awesome, mate.
What's your prediction, mate?
Prediction, really leaning into the whole Better Bloke Project messaging. We are all about sort of making better blokes by testing people. Yes. I really want to see what Danny's mental fortitude is, because I'm going to hit him that hard that he's going to want to quit.
Yeah, nice.
Ooh.
So
love that.
Yeah, I want to see him really test himself and sort of push himself through that mental barrier. It's not so much the physical barrier, but yeah, mentally he's going to want to quit.
How good.
I like it.
I do like that too. That's the best answer we've had.
And then we'll have beers after, and it'll be really, really good. But in there, it's only me and him. So
will he need to be drinking with a straw after you wide his jaw shut?
Nah. I know how important drinking to him is because it's his business. So yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Wet pussy.
I'll leave his jaw. I mean, he can drink through a straw anyway. So yeah, maybe look, he's just going to get it from every angle. It's fine.
How good. How good.
No, awesome, mate. Appreciate you taking the time to do this. Really means a lot.
Cheers, boys. Keep doing what you're doing. You guys are fucking crushing it. And yeah, I'm proud of you boys for what you're doing.
You've got a chub now.
Say it again.
I got the hardest nipple.
Oh, stop it.
No, awesome, mate. We'll talk to you soon, and good luck in the fight.
Cheers, fellas. I'll see you later.
See you, mate. How good.
What are we thinking?
After that chat, I like the way he's
I'm fucking fence sitter here.
I like the cut of his jib. I don't know. I'll stick to my decision, but fuck, it's one of those flip of the coin fights for me. So yeah, what are you still sticking with Rob?
I'm sticking with Rob.
Yeah, Rob. Like I said to you, Rob's definitely prepared the way he's been training and the weight he's lost, and he's going to be fit.
Yep.
Danny's not going to be any slouch, so I don't think he's. Like he said, it'll come down to the mental toughness and the fitness. And, yeah, I can see Rob probably winning in the second round.
Yeah, okay.
I reckon. I don't think it'll get to 3.
Yeah, okay.
I think Rob will test him in the first and then fucking unleash in the second.
Yep.
That's what I think will happen anyway.
Awesome. Before we move to the next fight, do we want to give Lattimore a call?
Yes, we do.
Lucky you're onto it, eh?
Oh, mate.
That's why the 3 of us
He's rattled over here. Look at his file storage.
Hey, mate.
Oh, here he is. Lattimore.
Mate, hey, you said 8:30 your time.
Yeah. That's when we started. And
That's
then,
proper time, mate.
And then these boys dropped the ball, and we're here now. We got you when it mattered, mate.
Good things come to those that wait. Well, I was in at a christening, actually.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry.
No, left me phone in the car. All good. I'm good to go now. Let's go.
So I've got Ty from the Roads We Walk podcast and Jimmy from the Can't Get Any Worse podcast and myself, obviously.
How are you, lads?
How you going, mate?
Lads, what's doing?
What's doing?
Just sitting here watching Matty fumble his way through this podcast.
It's like when I
Not
played.
real good under the eyeball. I hope you knock ons.
Oh, there's been plenty of knock-ons.
Hey.
Mate, how's your
Hey,
training?
you getting there.
How's your training going?
Yeah, going good, man. I've been training pretty hard this year. Like I started getting back in the boxing early January. Feeling fit, strong, ready to go, man. It's been a long time coming because we sort of found out a fair way out. So, you know, my last fight, that was only about 7 weeks out or something I found out. So this one's been about 5 months.
Yeah, how good. Mate, how was that? Ty's asked this question heaps, but I'm going to ask it. How was that feeling of finding out? And also, you've been training with some pretty big names, Gal, Curtis Scott, and there's a few others, but I forget their names. So you're definitely prepared. But yeah, how was that feeling when you first found out?
Yeah, no, good, man. Like last year there was some chat. I was going to represent Jimmy Graham's buy round because he's obviously had a few head knocks, so he couldn't fight. And then I'd been going on there a fair bit.
Yeah.
And then nothing ever eventuated for the Podcast Royale. So, speaking to Tommy and Knuckles, I can't even remember what. I think, mate, you know what? It would have been before my last fight. I think I was close to doing my last fight. So that was September.
Yeah, wow.
So, yeah, obviously, I was getting ready for that. But, mate, it's exciting. Like, I've seen all the footage on Instagram and all the Kyle as well. But no, I mean more like at the event. It looks like it's a heap of fun.
Yeah,
a heap of fun. But obviously, I've seen Kyle's social media as well.
How are you feeling about that? Yeah.
Look, mate, he's been throwing a lot of chat out there. So my only assumption is he can fight. I've sort of just kept quiet and I just do the work, mate. Like my footy, I wasn't real flashy playing footy, but punched out a fair few games and same as me boxing, I've done the 4-3s last year, which was one of the hardest things I've done. This time 3-2s, but I'm coming in fit, but it's heavyweight boxing, so he obviously rates himself and, he's a big heavy-handed looking thing. So heavyweight boxing, you can get clipped and get knocked out. So I'll be coming on the night.
Will you be boxing as well?
Will I be boxing or will he be boxing?
We actually had him on the phone before, mate. He said that he's gonna, smack the living piss out of you. You keen to respond to that?
Oh, mate, honestly, it's like a train wreck. It's embarrassing for him anyway. I'm just like that.
Hey, lads.
I will skip my talking for the night. Like, I'm very confident in my ability.
Yeah. I'll let you in on a bit of inside scoop. So he called me this morning because you're well aware I'm mates with him. And he called me this morning and he's hit me with the his trainer is his wife's got a title fight in Brisbane on the same night, and his coach possibly can't be there, so he's asked me to corner for him. So I'm going to jump in the middle.
Latz's confidence just went through the roof.
Yeah.
Mate, well, that's wow, I didn't know that. That's interesting, Matty.
That only happened this morning.
Right.
Well, so do I, mate. I'm actually just going to grab something here, and my boxing trunks have actually got Latz's business on them.
You're putting that right in front of the camera, mate.
Yeah, no, you're doing well, Matty.
So does that? So is there off season on there as well, or is it just Unite?
No, just Unite, mate. But I'm
said you were holding me spit bucket, and you fucking quick to turn on me.
Guess what? I'm backing you, mate.
That's the kind of bloke you want in the corner.
Mate, all that footage you've been sending me of his sparring, I do appreciate that.
Did you get the footage of? Sorry, mate. Did you get the footage that he sent you when Kyle was in the showers as well?
I asked him not to send me that. But look, so he's still promising the world, man. Yeah. Promising the world and bringing Atlas as big Kyle. But look,
someone's
it's going to be Mate, exactly right. It's going to be a fun night. It'll be a fun night. And hey, once I pick him up off the floor, I'll have a beer with him. It's all good.
Yeah, nice.
Like the confidence.
Love that. I think
Yeah.
you're definitely the red hot favourite, and I can't see.
Look, I don't
going
know.
different.
There was some boys early on. They had me as the outsider. I was actually fucking filthy.
Yeah, right.
Send me those bookies.
Mate, look. But look, hey, at the end of the day, it's a bit of fun. But I've got bigger plans. I want to have a few more fights over the back end of the year. So this is just something for me. I need to use this as a stepping stone, and but I don't look too far ahead. Obviously, like I said, he's a big boy. If he connects me, he might hurt me. So I will be wary of that. But I'll be coming there on the night to get the job done.
Yeah, nice. What's the prediction,
and
mate?
Getting to know the Gold Coast as we always do.
Oh yes, can confirm.
Nah, it'll be good, man.
Fight
The boys,
prediction,
it
mate?
looks like a good event. So, what? Mine?
Yes.
Yep.
Look, I reckon he might be able to get through the first round, but I reckon I finish it in the second.
Yeah, I totally agree. Probably even in the first minute, I reckon. A body
Fuck
shot.
you, mate. If you're in his corner, you're fucking unbelievable. You can't say you agree. You're meant to go, look, mate, I actually think Kyle will beat you.
Yeah.
But even if it's for the podcast, then just turn on me. Make me want to fight you too.
You're going to have to make sure that Matty has a white towel in his hand when you're fighting, because you might have to throw it in for Kyle.
Mate, and then if he takes his shirt off and there's a Team Lattimore on there, if I'm Kyle, I'm fucking looking for retribution with Matty far out. Jesus.
I'm just trying to get on the card myself, mate. I'll do anything possible.
Yeah, hey, bro, well, next year, mate, make sure you send this clip to the boys at Alpha Blokes and tell them you want to start. I mean, I reckon if everything goes to my plan, Kyle will be ready to have a crack at you come this time next year.
Last year we had a 2-on-2. Next year we're going to have a 2-on-1.
Yeah, done. So, are you jumping in on with Kyle to bash Matty? You're unbelievable, boys.
No, lads, thanks so much, bro.
We don't encourage gang violence.
No, only when it comes to Matty, though.
Yeah, just gangbangs.
I'll see you out there in a few weeks, boys.
Thanks, lads.
Cheers, lads.
Thanks for your time, bro.
See you, mate.
See you, lads.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah, right.
He always delivers,
Yeah,
lads.
100%.
Some of the best chat.
So I think if we can't get Hamo back on the phone, we'll do that. Try again a bit later, but that's the last phone call.
I'll try now, quickly.
Yeah, can do.
We've
We've only got one more fight to preview.
Is it?
Yep.
Tommy Dale's one, isn't it?
Yep.
He hasn't even read it, but I'll try again.
New YouTube channel launched as well.
Go.
Quick, go on.
I'm fucking with you.
Quick.
Oh, that's what he answered them.
I reckon he's still bending, personally.
Probably got locked up.
Oh, don't wish that on him.
It's been forwarded to voicemail.
No good.
No.
That's all right. Next fight. We're looking at Tommy Dale.
We got more than two, mate.
Two what? Oh, yeah, the throw-in.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll do that, the co-main last. So next one, we got Tommy Dale from...
Lucky
you got your fucking
lucky we got you,
successful
Matty.
system down there.
The successful filing system. Tommy Dale from the Alpha Blokes podcast and the Reggies going up against Oliver Fraser from the Mayfield podcast.
Who is that bloke? Who the fuck is that guy?
You just want to fight, don't you?
No,
You
mate,
wanna fight.
Tommy Dale's from the Alpha Blokes. I'm not sure if you heard it.
I actually don't even know who he is, personally.
I've seen though. I've listened to a couple episodes of those boys' podcasts. So yeah, I think. Look, I feel like if there's, and I don't know if he's putting this much pressure on himself, but if there's anyone on this card with the weight of the world on his shoulders, it's fucking Tommy Dale.
Yep.
Pretty well. Look. Do
He
you want to
started
say,
this.
Yeah. Do you want to say he's built this pretty much?
He has, for sure.
Him and Cam.
Him, Cam, Knuckles.
Yeah. So
Buster.
and to put his name in
Buster
the
Gibbo.
name in the hat again to go in there and he sort of put it out there that he wanted someone his own size, own weight, all that. So I think he's going in there to bring the goods. And from what I've seen on social media, I think he's ready to go.
Yeah, He's lost a lot of weight again. He
Mm.
put it back on afterwards, and he's stripped it back off again. And the moulet is flowing.
Yeah. Well, I think also too. I think he mentioned it. When he was on with Brizzy, but I also noticed too when I did my episode with Noah from Peak Productions, I was actually watching some of the vlogs that he put up for the Reggies, and it was when they were first buying Yabby Pump.
Oh yeah,
and he was a thick lad then, and then just to look at him now, dropped a ton of weight.
Yeah, they got they've obviously put in the work like from last year to this year, but last year they built their own ring.
Yeah.
And then now since they've purchased the shed, they put the ring in the shed. They've brought boxing bags, got alpha blokes on the actual boxing bags. Like they've got the ice bath, they've got the sauna.
Kitted out.
They've done all the work to make sure that they're both ready. Then Cam's obviously had medical problems, but yeah, Tom's going to be prepared.
Yeah. And I think also too the fact that he was in it last year, and it's the same with Brizzy. That he's had that experience in front of that crowd. He knows what to expect.
Yeah.
But looking at Oliver in this photo, like he looks like a big unit,
solid boy. Yeah.
So I think Tommy's going to have a bit on his hands.
Yeah.
Tommy will learn from last year.
Yeah.
For sure. Like he could take his time to get in and out because Clutzy was so big.
Yeah.
And fucking took 4 days to swing his arms. But Tom's not going to have that this time. It's going to be a lot harder for him.
Yeah. And I think last year too, obviously it was just a big, mismatch for everyone. And I think, Tommy having someone who's, near his size now, I think he's going to be a lot more switched on.
Yeah.
He sort of knows, what to expect. I think he's probably done all he can to prepare for it.
Yeah, for sure.
So who are we thinking?
I got to go Tommy.
Yeah, well, I think all of us do.
Yeah. Sorry, fart in the bath.
Yes. But Oliver's not going to come. Well, you would hope not. Going to come in.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to
underprepared.
come with some punch.
Imagine the feeling of that. Being in Oliver's shoes, you come in, everyone thinks you're going to get smoked.
100%.
And then you come in and towel Tommy up.
Yeah.
Every hunt's going to be like, who the fuck's that guy?
Yeah.
And then they're going to get followers from that and listeners. And so he's going to be putting in the work.
Yeah,
We'd hope so.
You would
anyway.
hope so.
And even just like, reflecting on everything that sort of happened with Alpha events and, Alpha blokes, two flogs, everything that's sort of been involved, this all started from two blokes who worked mining swings in a caravan.
Yeah.
And just to see it transform to what it is today. Like, if you told the everyday average Joe that these two guys started in a caravan, now they own their own, production company and
shed and fucking everything.
Yeah, doing all these events. You think no way, but this day and age, what they're doing, it's definitely something to sort of work towards too.
Well, last year, I don't know, I think you guys are probably aware, but a lot of people probably won't be. Last year's event was the fastest ever selling boxing event in Australian history.
Yeah.
So that does like Denny Green, Anthony Mundine fights, Pacquiao, Horn, like sold out quicker than anything ever in Australia.
Yep.
And not one of them had a fight before.
Yeah.
And they're all just podcasters. So
wild, eh?
It shows
just the numbers.
It shows you the kind of community that we're a part of.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. So for this year to get bigger again, obviously it hasn't sold out because there's 2,500 more seats.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you it'll be sold out by the end of it.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the co-main event, a fight that was added was about a month or two ago.
Yeah,
something
close
like
to that.
About a month, yeah.
February 25th it was added. We have Liam Moore from the Inspired, Unemployed and Impractical Jokers against Hamish Street from Hello Sport Podcast.
So Fez was saying just before that the Alpha Blokes are probably one of the biggest podcasts in Australia at the moment.
Mhm.
In my eyes, number 2 and 3 are probably these two.
Okay.
Podcast-wise, in my eyes, Hello Sports is humongous.
Yeah. Hello Sports is nuts.
Yeah.
They've been going for years, haven't they?
For a long time.
And they've also got like We Mean Well and
Yeah.
You Wouldn't under their umbrella as well. So, what those boys are set up is,
They've done very
Yeah.
well. And then the Impractical, like uninspired, unemployed boys, obviously Liam works for them
Mhm.
and they've been huge for fucking forever as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So these, in my eyes, they're going to bring a lot of numbers with them to this as well.
100%.
So these boys are both going to be ridiculed if they underperform.
Yeah.
And haven't put in the effort, even though they've only just been told about it. They'll both be putting in the work.
Yeah. That was my thoughts as soon as I saw this get posted and I was hearing, it's not sold out yet, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I'm like, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, it's going to be sold out straight away. But yeah, I don't know how it's still not sold out. But yeah, these boys will bring some huge numbers and for sure they'll want to prove themselves on the night.
Yeah, for sure.
Who are you thinking?
Oh, Hamish looks very fit.
He
But
does.
Liam's a big boy. Liam's bigger than a lot of people think. But I think Hamish, just by the looks of him, Hello Sports boys are fucking going to make sure he's ready.
Yeah.
They're not going to let him go in underprepared. The Hello Sports boys were the ringside announcers last year.
Yeah, they were too.
With Danny Green. So I would think that they're going to be there again.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're ringsiding or they're going to walk out with him, but it'll be, I think Hamish, just by the looks of him, he looks a fit fella, and you'll have to look at the face on him. He looks like he can brawl.
Yeah. It's all in the face.
It's going to take a lot to knock that moustache off, that's for sure.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
the guns on him, look at the veins popping out.
Yeah. He's got a rig.
He's definitely got a rig.
Yeah.
And to be fair, any content I've ever seen from the Uninspired Unemployed boys, and I've seen Liam,
Yeah.
he just looks like in that photo, he just looks like a bit of a dweeb. Like,
Yeah.
But then when he put that reel up,
fuck uses the word dweeb?
this guy right here. When he put that reel up a couple of weeks ago of him hitting the bag with shirt off
I
and
haven't
shit.
seen that.
Haven't you?
No.
He looks fucking good.
Okay.
Yeah. Like shredded as fuck, and he's got hands. So
Yeah, right.
I'm going to go Liam.
Okay.
Despite the looks, like
Yep.
I think he's got a bit of training under his belt from somewhere. Somewhere he's picked that up.
Size-wise, he looks bigger for
Yep.
sure. But obviously he's put in the yards as well. I just haven't seen that, so I was just going off nothing.
Good prep work.
Yeah, thanks,
anyway.
mate. Ty?
Yeah, look, just going off by looks because I haven't seen these two that much. I'm going to go Hamish.
Yep.
You know, you see other boxers who might have rigs like that. You know, they're pretty quick, can move, and I'm sure. Probably, this is just an assumption. I'm going to say before this was announced, these boys would have had a bit of notice that they were going to fight. So, you know, they're probably straight into training, you know, straight into technique, how to box, all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, my pick will be Hamish.
Love it.
How good. What's your excuse for not coming, Jimmy?
Coming where?
To the fight night.
Well, what I heard was you're cornering now, so you get free entry, and then
Well,
I get your ticket.
I could possibly do that for you.
Oh yeah, well I'm keen. Look, Matty's outing
very quick then.
Matty's outing me on the podcast. Basically, I'm a broke piece of shit. So any free tickets, send them my way, boys. I need to come.
And Ty, I know why Ty's not going.
Yeah, look, I stupidly decided to double book myself, and I'll be over on Fraser Island.
Yeah. No, look, I'll 100% be there if finances permit.
If you can get free tickets, is what he's saying.
Well,
Matty said that. I didn't say that.
Well, there is still tickets available. Go to tickettech.com and search up Podcast Royale 2.0. If you want to go to the after party at the Star Casino on the Gold Coast, make sure you go on to alpha-events.com.au. Yeah, make sure you go through all the fights. You know, click on the profiles and give everyone, you know, a like, give them a follow. Even if you're not listening to them, just give them a follow. You know, I've always been a big believer, and I've said it so many times. A rising tide lifts all ships. So, you know, if everyone's a part of this whole, you know, podcast community, everyone wants everyone to win.
So true. So true.
I think, you know, even if you don't listen to them, just click on them, give them a follow, show them some love, and yeah.
And
Keep building.
And if you don't, give us a follow. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, so just a quick reminder, press conference at the Broadbeach Tav on the Thursday. Remember, the Broadbeach Tav is the Alpha Events hub where everyone's just pretty much going to congregate for the weekend. Friday, Anzac Day, so dawn service in the morning, and then again 2 up at the Broadbeach Tav. Saturday is the Podcast Royale 2.0 event at the Gold Coast Convention Centre. And then Saturday, the after party at the Star Casino.
Lovely.
Well said, Ty. Well said.
Well, when I got it written down, I go all right.
Yeah, well, I got nothing written down.
Hey, Jimmy, for people that don't follow you, where can they find your YouTube and social media?
So I'm pretty much at Jimmy Misson on everything. James Misson on Facebook because I'm like formal and shit on there.
Gay.
And then Can't Get Any Worse podcast. New episodes every week. Sometimes double episodes on a week if I'm feeling generous. So
nice.
Yeah, come give us a follow.
How long you been doing it for, mate? Fair while.
It would be coming up to 3 years this year. So
Yeah, wow.
yeah, numbers wouldn't show, but
Mate, but hat off to you to keep chipping away and
Also, your production company.
Oh yeah, West Park Productions. So we put on like comedy shows and shit like that in southeast Queensland. So the shows I have booked are already sold out. I don't want to brag or anything.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's great.
But yeah, just follow me on socials. I'm popping up, venturing around Australia a little more this year, which is nice. Like I said earlier, Newcastle, Dubbo, Moree coming up. So come check me out there if you're around.
Matty, give yourself a plug, mate.
Well, if you want a tattoo, come and see Amy at Meraki Tattoo Parlour. And myself, I've got the Meraki Podcast, MERAKI podcast. Just look for the Indigenous sign. There's a few on there, but the one that matters has got Indigenous artwork on the and come listen to my rubbish.
Beautiful. Roads Walk Podcast on Instagram. Not just myself, but also everyone. Go give it a like, follow, subscribe. Jump onto Spotify and Apple and make sure you give us all a 5-star rating. It does help with the algorithm. It does help everyone grow, and it gets our podcast on other people's radar. If anyone is wanting to listen to something new.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
But other than that, it's another episode done and dusted of the Roads We Walk podcast. Another bonus episode done. Matty, thank you so much for allowing us to come down to your studio and
No problem.
and doing this. And Jimmy, thanks for driving down and bringing all the equipment, because that's the only thing you sort of brought to this whole thing.
Well, hopefully we blow up all of us and I can get an aircon in here for us for the next one.
Well, you can get a bigger room, that's for sure.
Try get a 2-for-1 because I need aircon in my studio too.
I hope you like the casting couch also.
It was nice.
Hey, brown's a different colour and we love it. Yeah. We listen and we don't judge.
Exactly.
No, thank you boys for jumping in and organising this, and you two boys are kicking ass, and keep doing what you're doing, and we'll see you on the next one.
Yep, 100%, lads.
That's not it.
Make sure you guys be kind, stay humble, and I'll catch you on the next episode of the Roads We Walk podcast.
See you later.
See you later.
See you later.
Can't get any worse, we'll make you see.